So let's go ahead and catch up with a little bit of what's going on. Start out our episode. Welcome everyone. Vecna, Eve of Ruin, episode five, or sorry, chapter five, episode three, if I'm keeping track correctly.
Yeah.
Very good. So we missed Xana last week. Or 2 weeks ago, I should say. Last week we missed our episode entirely. Um, but Sam is dealing with flooding in the basement, which is never fun.
Oh,
Which means Fontel's probably busy helping her if he's still in the States.
Mhm.
All right, so we'll leave them to do that. But yeah, we had some hijinks. As I had a copy of Lilith's character sheet, and some strange things happened. And let's see. The last time we left, did you guys manage to explore the entire house? Did you get up to the attic and everything?
We are on the second floor.
You're
yeah,
only on the
so-
second
so-
floor?
Gilbert explored, which is why we had viewing with like you gave me the map for all three floors and the attic.
Yep, which I'm hiding the attic now because I thought you guys had made it up to the attic, but apparently you hadn't.
Well,
No, we made it down to this room.
yes. So we explored this room on the second floor and all of the first floor, and that's it. So we need to do the other floors on the second floor, the entire third floor, and the attic.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, he wanted to find out I had to make up a scritching sound on that was
The north door.
Our door.
the north door of the second floor.
Correct.
But yeah, so Gilbert vanishes as usual.
Yeah.
None of you think anything of it after knocking Lilith unconscious, laying on the floor.
Yes, which we're all fine with because the dragon spirit that she summoned was attempting to kill all of us. And I believe Willie also noticed that her eyes were kind of black, I'm pretty sure is what they were.
Yes, they were black indeed. So let's see. Let's get everybody in the room. We've got tokens. I can add players myself too.
Yeah,
Oh,
does Xana know what happened to Lilith?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
She woke up and she was being tended to by Celestial Silverhand in the sanctuary in Sigil. She was in a bedroom and had gone unnoticed for some period of time. Now,
Right.
given the game time versus actual human time, let's see. There's Magrum. I'm going to add you and stick you in that room as well, Magrum. Is that the right version of you with the dwarf face on? I didn't realize it was going to show me every character, including the disabled ones.
I still think I'm listed as Magrum 2 or the.
There's a 2. Okay, I'll
There you go.
find. Yep, there's 2. Thank.
And then I dropped
And-
the Lilith in as well.
You got Lilith in there. Okay, great. Thank you.
Now we have two Magnum 2s.
Oh, we got
There we
2
go.
Magrum 2s. Now we got 1. Okay, good. Anybody else missing?
Magnum.
Willie, once we
Well, but he's not here yet. So,
Yeah.
all right, we'll wait on him.
Am I in there?
Oh.
No. Where were you, Bill, when we last encountered your character? Because you weren't there
Oh.
that week.
I wasn't at the last session. We were all downstairs trying
Okay.
to figure out what the hell was going on and trying to figure out which door we were going through. And I think that's whenever we stopped because we hadn't progressed any further than like the main entryway.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So I missed the last session.
you got distracted in the kitchen for whatever reason. After
I think I kind of did a little bit like what Gilbert did. I went invisible and kind of just went off on my own.
okay. I would assume
And then
that
I
you
meet
had a
up.
sandwich.
Yes. 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 I had 2 of them.
So,
Gotta carve up.
yep. And I mean, honestly, it's only a half hour, 45 minutes later at the most
Yeah.
since that happened.
Right.
So
Right.
it hasn't been long.
Okay. God, I love D&D time.
Yeah, I know. It's almost as fun as Doctor Who time sometimes.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
I don't remember if Magram's hyena passed.
Oh no, the hyena should still be there.
Yeah.
Because Sam's character was writing them.
Well, I watched the session because I couldn't be there, but I did go back and watch it later. I think the hyena died.
I was going to say the same. I think so as well.
Oh, possibly in the fire breath from the dragon spirit.
Also, I can't kill it, but the piano is definitely dead at this point.
Oh wait, I think he got hit hard, but he didn't go down. I'll see if I can find my notes.
Yeah, check your notes, and we can bring him back in with the right hit points because he's actually.
There we go. Rest in peace, piano.
Was that Max or was that Sal that did that?
That was me.
All right, Sal. Inspiration. Very good, very good. All right, so Lilith, you are brought back to consciousness by Illustrial Silverhand. You find yourself lying in the room that your cohort has been sharing in her sanctuary. She says, "My dear, what are you still doing here? I swear you went through the portal with the rest of your team. Have you been here the whole time?"
What? Last thing I remember is walking through the portal.
Interesting. If you would allow me.
Yeah.
And she uses a spell, which is honestly, she must be very talented as a mage or have some multi-classing going on because she actually casts Remove Curse on you. And your memory comes flooding back. You remember not going through the portal with the rest of your team, but actually seeing someone coming out of your room wearing red leather armor and a crown. And then they got the drop on you. And that's the last thing that you remember.
Oh, shit.
So, Illustrial says, "My dear, if something is amiss, did that change your memories or your perceptions?"
Yes, I think my friends are in danger. I need to go.
Indeed. The portal is still open. Come quickly. Grab what you need from the shelf as you go and be gone.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need to change out your shelf item, feel free. So you've had the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
And you come out of the portal into a dismal gray space with fog everywhere. Unlike the unnatural fog that you encountered before that was more magical and passed through everything, in this case, the fog is much more present and real, but there is still something mystical and wrong about it. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
First roll, natural 20. Come on.
I now have advantage on Arcana.
Wow.
Oh, shit. The wizard has advantage. I love it.
That'll be a 31.
31. You have found yourself in the dread domain of Barovia. This is a prison for a highly powerful vampire known as Strahd. This is a place that many enter and never return from. Also, what is your race?
Chthonic Tiefling.
You know that you are unlikely to find anyone that looks like you here. And in fact, should the villagers see you, they will take you for a demon.
Okay. Then I will cast. Oh, I did not properly go through and prepare My spells.
We can hand wave a little bit because I know you were doing this at the last moment.
Yeah. And I'm going to make sure that I have this spell prepared so that I can then use it.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Alter Self.
Alter self. Okay.
Mhm.
And you're going to take on a human appearance?
Yeah.
Okay. So what how do you appear? Give me just a vignette.
Um, I mean, relatively same. She looks very similar, but horns gone, tails gone, normal human skin tone.
Okay.
Hair's the same, pretty much just,
So just like on tap default Lilith, but human.
yeah.
Okay. Got it. All right. So you still look like you're a wizard. You
Yeah.
still look like a learned person, but you're human. And as you approach the village, everybody looks and stares at you like they don't know you. They know everybody who lives here and have their entire lives. And you're a stranger and you're automatically suspect, but you don't look threatening. You're able to pass through the village just fine. And in the distance, you see a large house. You also see two children, very much giving Pugsley and Wednesday Adam vibes as they run away from the house.
Okay. Um,
And you're about to cross paths with them.
do they, I'm guessing they look distressed.
They do. They look like they have been frightened for their lives and they're running from this house.
If they're running towards me, I'm
It's the same path. They're running towards you.
okay. And I'm going to, and I'll say I probably also am wearing like not nice clothes, like peasantry clothes, like big, like.
Okay.
I
Does alter self allow you to alter your clothing?
believe so. Let me check.
I'm curious on that one.
No, it appears not. You're literally changing your body, but it mentions nothing of clothing.
Yep. So your clothing would be as it was.
Do you have
Yeah.
disguise self? Because disguise self, you can change your whole appearance, can't you?
Too late.
No,
But yeah.
There's
Yeah.
There's a reason I didn't do disguise self though.
No
Yes,
metagaming.
I guess
Keep
I'm
going.
still wearing.
I was just asking a question.
So you're still wearing pretty fancy magic gear.
Yeah.
Okay. As they're running towards you, they're looking over their shoulders, terrified of something behind them. They haven't really noticed you yet. Coming closer, 30 feet away. 20 feet.
I'm just gonna kind of
10 feet.
approach, attempting to look as non-threatening as possible. Be like, are you two all right?
They practically barrel into you, but skid to a stop as you say something just in time to catch their attention. And they look up at you. There's a monster in our house. That our parents are still in there, but there's a monster in the house. And then more monsters appeared, and they went in the house too. And then they run off towards the village.
Okay. I assume with my intelligence, I'm going to be able to guess that that's where the rest of the party is.
You know your party.
Yeah. Okay. I'm taking off towards the house then.
All right. As you approach the house, you see the house that is on our display here. So you see this 3-story plus an attic, very gothic looking mansion for these parts, because you've been passing hovels with straw thatched roofs and things like that. This is not a very affluent place that you're in. You knew that already
Mm.
because you've read about Barovia before, and you know that people were brought here. Basically, they were. It's like an unwilling colony of people there to be Strahd's victims and just like population to rule over. It's like really dark Australia. So yeah. I don't know of a parallel in human history, but it's not nice.
Is that where vampires are from?
No, they have a problem with water, so I think Australia would be one of the more difficult places for them to get to and from. But yeah, running water at least. But
Reminder
yeah,
that the front doors of the mansion are busted in.
yes, the front doors to the mansion, one is busted in, the other one is blasted off of its hinges and laying in the front hall. And as you approach into the first floor, you come through a hallway. There are some portraits here on the wall showing the 2 children that you just saw, as well as 2 older people and a family portrait of the 4 of them. Um, you come into a main hall that has. Can you see my pointer, by the way? You see my mouse pointer?
Yes, we can. Although
Okay,
it is, small and similarly colored. So if we're on a small screen like Bill is, oh, there we go. That's a little bit easier to see.
That's easier. Okay, good. So, yeah, you come through the entranceway into this area. You see a grand staircase going up, a couple of doors going to the north and to the northeast. This was so difficult to describe the other day, but now I can just show it to you. And one going to the south. From upstairs. At this point, Lilith has just been knocked unconscious, and brain fart. Michael's character's name is
Gilbert?
Gilbert. Thank you. Sorry, real brain fart. Didn't work. So yeah, Gilbert has vanished as usual, but Lilith is laying there unconscious on the floor. You guys have just concluded this fight. Is anybody talking loudly or hollering about what's going on or anything?
You said we've just concluded this fight?
Just concluded the fight. So we've just caught up with where we were at the end of last episode.
Okay. I'm pretty sure after the fight, I don't know if I did, but I would definitely be going out towards Lilith if I had noticed her.
She is
people.
slumped unconscious on the floor. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so, well, Willie would still be out there. He's not here quite at the moment.
Oops. I think I deleted my circle.
That's all right. It's really easy to get back. Also, just as a quick aside, I accidentally hit Alt Q instead of Alt A to unmute myself, and that almost ended the meeting. So I'm not going to do that again.
Okay.
Thank you. And by the way, if something does happen in the meeting, I will immediately restart it as the same meeting, so it'll be survivable but inconvenient. So
Okay,
yeah, don't hit Alt Q apparently.
If you didn't see the chat, my hyena is in fact alive.
Oh,
okay,
yes,
great.
Yes.
So yeah, let's add your hyena because it's a giant hyena.
Yes.
Large.
That
a giant hyena, which is large size.
Large
Yeah.
beast. Wait, the DM has locked my. Oh, wrong screen. Just sec.
Waiting room iPhone? Admit.
So yeah, filling up a quarter of the room is
Hello,
the giant
iPhone.
hyena. All right. Hello, iPhone. I think you're crossing your wires there.
Oh, that could be Gene.
Oh, yeah. Let him in. Let's find out who it is.
I did.
Oh,
I'm not seeing a. Oh, there we go. Okay, muted. Asks to unmute.
hey, Gene, is that you?
Yes, it is.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hello.
We're quite glad that your spawn has been fed.
Yes.
Okay, and you actually arrived just in time, basically, because as Rich has explained, the fight has just ended. You can remember we're all here, and I believe that you noticed that something was wrong with the Lilith, and Gilbert knocked her out because things looked scary, and he disappeared and ran away. Um, and so I'm going to run back out of the room and see what's going on. And Willie, what went wrong with Lilith? Her summon was attacking us. Now she's unconscious. What the hell happened?
Gilbert knocked her out, and I don't know. She attacked me, and I got hurt.
Lilith attacked you. Okay, I'm going to I guess.
I don't think she was trying to, but
Okay. Uh, so
Lilith, make me a perception check.
Uh, yeah. 30.
30? Okay.
Natural 19.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So you hear your name being said upstairs as your party is apparently discussing you, but the few snippets of with a 30, the snippets of conversation that you overhear, which is about half of it, is it sounds like you're there and not been missing. Do you go up the stairs?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and let's move you. So you come up the stairs.
Yeah.
You
Very, very slowly.
okay? Nova, are you on the stairs there?
I guess I just broke my invisibility and I popped into the room. So with those stairs, those are the stairs that lead from downstairs to upstairs?
Correct. Yep.
Okay,
So,
that's where I would be. I didn't
all right.
put myself there, but that's a perfect spot. So I'm actually coming up the stairs as all this is happening.
All right, we'll assume you're still invisible for the moment, but Lilith,
Yes.
with a perception of 30, notices you as you go by him
Yes.
that there's somebody invisible on the stairs.
Right.
And actually, Nova, do you have a particular scent? Draco Noir?
Well, yeah, Jovan Musk.
Okay. So Lilith, as you go by with your perception of 30, you smell Nova.
You know, that is the nom de plume in the elf world.
Yep.
Yes, that is
I'm not going to make you do a Constitution saving throw for bad aftershave. All right.
I mean, I feel like if anybody Nova probably has like he would probably know like what the good cologne or aftershave. would be.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
one. It's not
Yes.
Draco Noir. No. Yeah.
No.
So
We don't deal with that peasant stuff.
now, as Lilith, as you come to the top of the stairs, you see what looks like you laying on the ground. You also see that this person has one more piece of jewelry than you normally wear, which is a pendant around their neck, which has a silhouette in red, outlined with gems on that pendant. And as you come into the same room as that other Lilith laying there, the illusion falls. You see a man with long dark hair, pointed ears, and fangs, and red leather armor, who then vanishes from sight. with your Arcana, I'm not even going to ask you to roll. Contingency has just been activated based on that silhouette gems that you saw around his neck. And whoever this was that knocked you unconscious earlier has been with your party, and by you reappearing, has now been removed from the situation.
Okay.
Do I notice her?
I'm gonna
Anybody who is so Salvatore, Willie, Max, based on where you are, Nova, based on where you are, you will have noticed the unconscious form of Lilith change and then vanish. Oh, and sorry, one other thing you would note about this person is they are wearing a crown of some sort.
I had alter self still up till this
Oh
point,
yeah.
and
So you're looking like human Lilith.
yeah, I'll drop it and just kind of, I don't know, with hands up, just kind of being like, what is going on?
Well, if you were just there and then you turned into someone else and disappeared, and now you're at the top of the stairs,
That was a cool magic trick.
what's going on?
I could take credit for that one. I just got here.
What do you mean you just got here? You've been with us this whole time.
You put me in a bubble.
Yeah, and I was attacked by something that you were doing.
Wait,
You scared a couple of kids as well. They ran out. You've been acting really strange, Lilith.
that wasn't me. The last thing that I remember is someone who looked an awful lot like that guy knocking me out as we were going through the portal. I woke up and had Alestriel send me here.
Is there a way to roll in the D&D Beyond character sheet where I'm not seeing that? Oh, I have to click the number. Okay, not the thing. Okay, I rolled insight.
Insight 14. Okay. Seems like she is probably telling the truth. I mean, you can't be sure, but she seems legitimately disturbed by what she has seen, as well as confused by your claims of what this other Lilith has been doing.
And Magram's not picking up on any of this, right?
Magrum, I mean, unless you've come, the door is open, so you're probably overhearing some of this conversation. I don't know. Is it something that you would have approached?
I would have been really confused. I probably am really confused in the other room. I'm sitting over there. I guess I'll be petting the hyena for the moment. Will he even fit through that next door?
He can squeeze through
Okay.
a 5 foot space. Yeah,
I believe that both mine and Magram's rages should still be up.
they are still up if you want them to be up. That is your choice. Because yeah, it has literally been like a minute since we ended the last episode at this point.
Yeah.
Well, I will make myself known and walk through Salvatore into the room.
Okay.
What's going on?
We're
Just a second, I'm trying to get you guys. Go ahead.
we're trying to figure that out.
She did a funny magic trick.
Not surprising.
Have I? I'm gonna ask Magram. Have I been with you guys the whole time?
What kind of question is that? Of course you have.
You put me in a bubble. Don't you remember?
You acted a little more, what's the word? Evil?
Okay.
By the way, here's our friend.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
And you just hear a voice say, "Where have you guys been? I've been looking everywhere for you."
You didn't follow your rope back.
I know. I went invisible to go look around. I was looking for Gilbert, and then I got lost. I don't know where the hell I was.
I think we got to
And-
stop turning invisible, guys.
That
I think
first of all, I don't think anybody should be going to look for Gilbert. You're not going to find him.
Magram, you are a wise man. I should listen to you more often. I will.
Go ahead.
I give him bardic inspiration for that.
Oh man.
All right.
6, 8, what is it?
10.
10. Even better.
10.
Man.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
so
What's the plan, guys?
well, first of all, let's all make sure that we're here. Let's make sure that
Yep.
we're not invisible, and let's make sure that we're not
Yeah.
evil clones, imposters.
No promises.
Okay. I go back to I break invisibility. All right. Let's go.
I would like to ask Lilith, ask your book where you've been.
Why did you go evil? What happened?
I don't know very well what's going on, but I
Mm-hmm.
just got here.
Right. Huh.
I haven't been here.
But you,
You said there were 2 children running from this house.
Yeah, the hyena scared him after you scared him.
Yes, you tried to speak to them despite your appearance, which is not typical of this place, and they ran off screaming. And I told you to not try to talk to people again because you spooked them off. And then you summoned a dragon, and it breathed fire on all of us multiple times.
And I just want to say, it was pretty cool until it hurt.
I'm telling you, that wasn't me. For one thing, I mean, when I got here, the first thing I did was change my appearance.
Well, that's a pretty good idea.
Wouldn't you think I would be smart enough to do that?
so was whatever that thing that
Good point.
But that person, whoever that was, looks a lot like the figure I remember attacking me as we were all trying to go through the portal.
Something attacked you when we were going into the portal? I mean, we all were rushed in there, so I guess something could have happened when none of us was paying attention. Well,
Did you feel like you were being pulled or anything, or did you feel anything different?
I don't know. I just know that I woke up back at the base with Elestrial. She told me that you guys had been gone and that she wasn't sure why I was still here.
Max, you noticed something when this whole thing happened. Do you share it with the group?
That was definitely a friend. He just wanted to play with us.
What?
Yes, friend.
Did he tell you he was a friend, or did you discern that?
Old friend.
Friend.
old friend of ours or yours?
Mine.
Did he look like this? And I'm gonna minor illusion a little image of the person that I saw.
It is indeed the person that you think it is, Max.
Yes, that is big friend.
Who is this we're talking about?
The person who was just on the ground there.
I'll put him back on the screen since we have minor illusion up.
Okay.
Max, what do you
Super
know about
friendly
this?
looking guy.
What do you know about this friend? I don't think any of us here know him except for you.
That looks like no friend of mine.
Friend for a long time.
Okay. Do you know his name?
No.
Does he always smile with that much teeth?
Only when
Does-
playing.
With my years of experience traveling, would I even recollect who this guy is? Would this jog anything in my memory?
At this point, no.
Okay. Okay.
Lilith,
Yeah.
give me a history roll.
History. Okay.
Let me guess, you have advantage on this too?
This I don't.
Okay.
Also, Rich, just as a note, because the hyena was placed by you and I think counts as an enemy, we can't interact with it.
Yeah, just let me know where you want me to put it. I'll bring it around.
Okay.
Yeah, not a big deal.
If you click on it, you might be able to unlock
Actually,
it.
yes,
I
I can. Actually, I can maybe change sides on it. No, that's only during encounters. So yeah, I'll move it wherever you guys want me to.
Aggro.
17.
He said he had a sword that talked like yours.
17. Yes, indeed. You do recognize that this is a mythical figure who was a vampire to that could stand up to Strahd toe to toe. I mean, very powerful. Also imprisoned in Barovia for some period of time, but the sources that you consulted do not give you a name or any other details than that.
Okay.
Lilith, did he hurt you when he attacked you, or what?
Don't think so.
Oh, he was
You
just
recognize,
playing.
by the way, that this was modify memory that was cast on you.
Ooh.
That spell's not fun.
He was just playing with you.
Max, I think that's a little more than playing, buddy.
Yeah, Max, if your friend shows up again and if he tries to play, please let us know.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, because that's important for us to know. Yeah, his way of playing isn't fun for us. Well, I don't think we'll appreciated playing with him. So
It was always fun for me.
Did this guy
Okay.
give you a name? Did he tell you what his name was?
Nobody said what my name was.
And what
Okay.
did
So-
he call you?
Max Bad Dog.
And then what did he do? Just the voice in
Played.
your ear.
And then he played.
Hmm.
Okay.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, Max.
I
If we
will
run
pause
into,
for a second. If anybody's getting triggered off of Max's experiences, please do let me know. This is a
The
traumatic
spookier the better,
backstory.
man. The
Yeah.
spookier the better. Yes. Yes.
Okay, Max.
Yes.
Max. Will. For now, let's try and focus. But we should probably talk about this in a little bit.
He had
Yeah.
a
When we settle down for the night and get in the mansion, we'll revisit this.
Yeah.
he said he had a talking sword like Magrum had at one point.
Do I know what Cass looks like?
No, that's the 17 you don't. So you're not able to put two and two together yet above the table.
Oh.
Okay.
Max, do you happen to have any other
Beat me
friends
to it.
to show up?
Yeah, I was thinking about that because I
Hmm.
There was a DC and you did not pass it for that history check. It was a critical one.
Damn it.
One might even call it a critical roll.
yeah, my FCG dice failed.
Okay.
Right.
Uh,
Here all week. Enjoy the veal.
Max, are you feeling all right? Just to be sure.
Yeah, I'm ready
Okay.
to play
Okay.
still.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Let's.
Opens door.
He opens the door. Fantastic.
Max, do you have any
I was
other
gonna say
friends?
let's find some people to play
Let me
with.
roll a dice. D12.
I was gonna say there was a room where we heard scratching, right? That we didn't.
And that's the door that Max just opened. Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Yep.
That is boom, that door.
That door.
Just one moment as I pause the. Let's see. Can I pause this? How can I make this work?
So Max has already opened the door.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Shit.
Max wants to play.
Shit.
All right.
All right.
Do it over here.
All right.
Pause. I have a pause. Hold on one moment while I fix this.
Because during that whole interaction, Max was still in his rage state.
Rage is still up at this point. I'm going to assume that was about 2 minutes more. So you're about 3.5 minutes into your rage at this moment.
And because of level 15, don't need to burn a bonus action to maintain it.
Let's see. Select. All right. As the door opens, roll initiative.
Oh,
Boom.
which
Hey, all
I
right.
no longer have advantage on because I changed my item.
As Max, you see sitting there not too far from the door, one vampire spawn. You guys have seen these before. As you approach the Underdark. Okay, so let me go down the list. It's a little bit different on this. So, Lilith, what's your initiative?
5.
Wow. All right. Spectacular. Magram.
13. Did you hear that? 13?
Yep, I got it. Max.
19.
Nova.
22.
Sal.
24.
Which is actually what the auto machine rolled for you.
Yes.
Willie.
13.
13. I will say the audio initiatives were, except for Lilith, you got boned.
Is it mine?
But yeah, everybody else did pretty close to the auto initiative. All right. Just a sec. I need to fix this. The hyena is on your side.
So as this is coming down, am I anywhere near Lilith right now?
You are, yeah, you're just south of Lilith
Okay.
on the map.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on her as well. Can I do that, or does Magram have to?
That's
use
going to
his
be on.
before?
That's going to be on your turn.
Shit. Okay. All right. All right. That's fine.
No,
That's fine.
It's not that Magram has it. It's just that
Okay.
it's not your turn yet.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we're leading off with Sal.
Did he want to use his alert to flip anyone?
No, I think I'm good going first. Also,
Ooh, this is cool. I can see all your hit points.
Woo.
Bill, just to let you know,
I don't have many of them.
I surrounded your character in purple, so that's how you can know where you're at. If you're on a phone, the screen's going to be a little small, I'm sure. Okay. Max opens the door, and I see a vampire spawn. So,
Oops, sorry, that's me.
yeah, I'll just walk in. I assume that he's very clearly aggressive from the get-go. Yes.
He looks like he wants to eat your face and
All right,
anything
cool.
else he can get. And then another one shows up as you go around the corner.
Oh, splendid. There's two in here. I'm gonna. Oh man, it's been 2 weeks, so I gotta put myself back in the headspace of what all I can do. I think I'm going to start off with um, fancy footwork, evasive footwork, and I'm going to add a D8 to. I'm going to use my free one for the turn. I'm going to add a D8 to my AC. I'll get a.
Is that a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll get a D8 and roll it here in a sec because I don't know if I can just roll any random dice. I'm sure it's somewhere. But I'm going to attack Vampire Spawn A. So I do that. And I assume 21 hits.
21 does hit. Yep.
Okay. And
by the way, you guys, you can choose to roll in the app or physically. I'm fine either way.
Okay.
I trust y'all in your dice rolls. Nobody's going to fudge rolls because we're all grown-ups.
So
Because natural ones are fun.
This is true.
Those are great.
Yes.
uh,
Although I have luck.
How much
Roll
damage,
it.
Sal?
sorry, I'm trying to like figure things out in the app, but like the sword doesn't look like it's going to add the 2d6 for being on fire.
Okay. Yeah, just roll that separately. There may be a proper place to do it in there, but yeah, it's fine. So it does 13 plus.
Well, that's the thing. I can't.
Just roll. Well, you can roll a d6 manually. On the little roll thing, there's a little drop down button that lets you choose different dice sizes. You can tap the d6 twice. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way off in the corner. I see.
Yep.
And then you can add how many of them that you want to roll with at one time too.
I see. Okay, cool. So that's an extra 6 fire damage.
So 13 plus 6.
Yeah, so 19.
So 19. Damage. Okay, you have damaged it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna
And your fancy footworking.
Yes,
The bottom left, orange or reddish thing.
I rolled a 1. So for the second hit, so that doesn't hit.
Correct. That automatically does not hit. That's the one time when a 1 really matters.
Yes, and the third one is a 17 to hit.
A 17 does hit.
Okay.
Same one?
Yes, still the same one.
Okay.
So let's do that. So 11 plus 11 fire damage, so another 22.
All right. That's a little bit better on the fire damage.
Yes, and
Wait. How'd you get 22? How'd you get 11 fired? You rolled a 5 and a 6?
Yes.
Wow. Awesome. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my 3 attacks. And right, I have this now. Okay, AC is +2.
Okay. Is that your fancy footwork kicking in?
Yeah, yes, and that's all I got.
All right. Sounds good. Very good. That brings us to Nova.
Okay.
Now you can inspire whoever you like.
Yes. First, I will use my bonus action to cast.
By the way, if you start in the same space as another creature, that causes damage. So don't do that.
Okay. Am I?
You are kind of. Yeah. You need to move.
Okay. All right. Where did he?
Nope. That's Magrum.
Oh, I'm hiding. There we go.
You're purple. There you go.
Standing on you.
There I am. Okay. All right. So I'll see Lilith. I'll tap her on the shoulder and I'll be like, I hope that we can get everything figured out. We're going to take care of you. And I give her Bardic Inspiration.
All right. So Magrum and Lilith both have Bardic Inspiration right now from you.
Okay.
And what's your dice on the Bardic Inspiration
10.
currently?
It's a 10.
It's a D10. Okay.
D10. And then give me a second. I had it and then I lost it. Oh, shit. Where's that? I know okay, here it is. Can I have a direct line? Can I see the creature in front of me? There's nobody in
You
front
can
of me.
see Vampire Spawn A through the open doorway.
Oh, okay. Vampire Spawn A. All right, I'm gonna cast Mind Spike at second level
Okay, what's the save?
on them. It is a Wiz 21.
Fail badly.
Okay, so that's 3d8. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so failed on a failed save, you always know the target's location. While you have this knowledge, the target can't become hidden from you, and if it has the invisible condition, all that good stuff.
Okay, what damage?
11, 19 points of damage.
Sorry, how much?
19.
19. I heard 92, so that's a little bit more reasonable.
We'll take that too.
Even
It is now bloodied now, by the way.
Yes, fantastic. And then I'm just going to move back to where I'm not in the line of sight of them. So I'm just going to wiggle back overhead into this corner, and hopefully he can't see me.
I'm going to rule that behind that fireplace you have half cover, so +2 to
Okay.
your AC.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Max.
So there. Which one was bloody?
A. So the one to the right.
Right. So that one I'm going to regular reckless.
All the dice.
DM, did I hit spawn A?
You did.
Okay. All right. I was just double checking. Thank you.
10 plus 12 is 22, so I assume that hits.
Yes, easily.
So 24 damage on that. Does the fire damage matter?
Looks really rough. Does not matter that it's fire.
Okay. And the other one is going to be regular brutal.
Same one?
The other guy.
The other guy? Okay, on B.
18 hit.
18 does hit.
That was cocked on that one. Oof. I'm going to savage attacker that one.
Okay.
Much better. That is 10, 31 damage.
31
Ooh.
damage. Nice.
Yowza.
Single hit.
And that's going to be the thundering, I believe it is. No, staggering.
Staggering. So what's that do?
Disadvantage on next saving throw it makes, and it can't make opportunity attacks till my next turn.
All right.
That's a good boy.
And that was 2B that brutal was against.
Got it. And then was there any effect against A from your weapon?
Both of them would be sapped.
They're both sapped. Okay.
Which only matters against me. Advanced pack tactics.
Oh, true. I forget Max Tactics is a thing. All right, Willie, you're up.
all right. Can I see B from where I'm at?
I'm gonna rule yes, but he has half cover, so he's gonna have a slightly higher AC.
All right.
But you have advantage against him.
You do have advantage because Max is right there next to him.
Okay.
And he is staring at Max.
So
okay.
he's hiding behind some. Okay, I see what he's hiding behind. Is that like just a column, or is that the fire?
As
is
far
that
as you guys can tell, that is just a column. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's or a corner of a wall, actually.
Okay.
All right, well,
You can't see what's inside it.
oh, okay.
Technically, I should do this. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll cast Sacred Flame on the spawn B. It's a Dex 19.
Okay, Dex 19.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Yeah,
It already failed. It failed worse. So yeah, it's failed.
All right. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So that'd be 12 damage. You see my
12 damage on, and that was B, right?
correct?
Yep. So the AC didn't matter. Wait, was it a deck save? Or what kind of save was it?
Yeah, it was a Dex 19.
Okay, so it actually goes down by 2. So he still failed badly. I just wanted to make sure I was doing the right math. So let me adjust his hit points. Come on. 13 damage you said?
Yes.
Damaged. He's almost bloodied. Not quite, but almost.
Okay, and then as my bonus action, I'll attack him with my spiritual weapon.
Okay, is the spiritual
Attaboy.
weapon still up, or are you casting it new?
I figured by the time we were talking, I would have had to recast it.
Okay. What's the duration on it? Is it 10 minutes or 1 minute?
1 minute.
Okay, yeah,
I
definitely.
figured it would have been gone by now.
Yep, would have had to come up again. Let me see if we got it as a token in here. No spiritual weapon. Companions? Cat, wolf, giant bat.
Spiritual weapon can be anything you want.
Yeah, it can really be anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was looking. I was
Yeah.
looking for the proper thing in the software. So,
Yeah.
let's see. I bet we have. I don't have animated weapons. Flying sword. That works.
There we go.
There you go.
And we're gonna
attack B with that one too.
Okay. A B. So we'll stick it back over here behind B. Okay, and go ahead and roll your attack. And there's no bonus to AC because it's behind it.
Yeah, that advantage.
And it's an advantage. Go ahead and fish for your crit.
I did 24. Oh, go ahead and.
Yeah, just in case you might get a natural 20.
No. All right, end up with 25.
All right, so it's sufficient.
DM,
damage.
Mind spike is concentration, just to let you know. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Okay.
For me. Just
for you.
know.
Okay, yep.
Yes. Yeah.
And that was 7 for damage.
Wait, you switched puppies, Nathan.
Yeah, this is Miss Clingy. Sorry.
All right. it is definitely bloodied now. So yeah, it is having a bad time.
Oh, that's a cute baby.
All right.
And by the way, if you didn't notice, Nathan, earlier in the chat, I gave you inspiration for puppy picks. So you got inspiration. Oh, you only get 1. So
appreciate it.
All right. So after Willie, now I finally get to go. Vampire Spawn B.
Which one has the disadvantage from Max?
Both.
B.
They both have sap, which means there's straight rolls against Max if they attempt to hit him. So
I want the branches of the tree on one of them and try to shove them into that corner next to me.
Let's see. You can see A, you cannot see B.
Okay, A then.
Okay. And
Strength
what's
16.
the save? Strength 16, you say. Ooh, with a natural 17 on the die, he resists.
Okay.
I don't have a negative. No, I don't have a negative. Good. So yeah, he resists. So, but we're going to start off with Vampire Spawn B. He is going to attempt first to take a swipe at Max with a straight roll. Max does a claw +6. Does a 20 hit you, Max?
5.
It hits. Okay. So he hits you for 8 points of slashing damage, half to 4. And you are now grappled by him. He is next going to attempt to bite you in the neck with a.
Is Sal going to use his defense?
Sal is
so that
right
would just
there. He
give
could potentially.
That would just give disadvantage on the
which makes it instead of
right
advantage.
So
No, it'd still be a straight roll.
That is what I was saying. Instead of
Yep.
advantage, it would be a flat roll.
Right. So the first attack hit, and now the bite is a second attack, right? So it would have advantage.
Correct.
Yeah. If that is the situation, then yes.
You're going to use protection. Okay, burn
Yes.
that resource.
Well, it's
And
a reaction.
yeah, it rolled. It rolled a 19, and then it rolled a 20. So, and at disadvantage, it missed. So it did not manage to bite you.
It was a flat roll.
Yep. Oh yeah, it would have just been a flat roll. So just the 19. Good point. Because otherwise, it would have actually had the advantage and hit you. All right, cool. So that brings us to Vampire Spawn A. Now, Sal, that imposes disadvantage to anybody who attacks Max, right?
Correct.
So actually, it's not Vampire Spawn A that goes next. One of them pops out of hiding in the back of the room and attacks Sal
Okay.
Oh shit.
with advantage because it was hiding, which is good because I rolled a natural 5 on the first one and an 8 on the second. So misses.
Well, I was gonna ask if there would have been like a passive perception for us to have seen him, but he already missed anyway, so moot point.
I put them behind full cover behind furniture.
Okay.
So they had the invisible condition according to the rules. Yes. So C misses. D shows up, reveals himself.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Does a
More target.
17 hit you?
A 17? No.
I didn't think so. That rolled off my table. Doesn't count. There we go. Does a 25 hit you?
Yes, because I rolled poorly on my evasive footwork.
All right. So he goes ahead and he swipes at you with his claw, and he hits you for 8 points of slashing damage, and you are now grappled.
Okay, he hits me for 3 damage.
He is then going to attempt to bite you somewhere where you're not completely covered with armor, which is that the face?
I guess it kind of would be. That'd probably be the one place.
In the joints of the armor, otherwise.
I was thinking like the only place that there really be like an opening in the armor would be like the armpit, probably.
Armpit or the face, we'll see. Does a 22 hit you?
No, it does not.
So he attempts to bite your neck, and his large teeth just make a horrible screeching noise against your armor, but you don't have to take any psychic damage or anything from that. All right, so that is those two, and then A has his turn. He is not hidden. Seeing what's going on, Bad Dog Max is going to have a straight roll. I think he's going to go after Max because he saw the attempt to bite you didn't work well. And he is actually, because Max is already grappled by another vampire, able to start out with a bite attack. Straight roll.
Regular roll.
18 hit you, Max?
No, it does not.
All right, that misses. And then he is going to also take a bite attack because you're grappled at Sal.
Which is that one is at disadvantage.
And that is that disadvantage?
Yes, max tactics.
Ah, that's right. So that is going to be 16. Does not hit.
No.
All right. So that doesn't suck, which is the problem. All right. Moving on. Magrum. I'd like to suck maximum hit point damage down. This is no fair.
You ready? Are you ready for chaos?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Max. What you got?
What you have?
I was going to say, I don't see Lilith in the thing at the top.
She's right next to me.
On the initiative tracker.
No, you're right. She somehow got missed on the initiative tracker. We'll add her.
Gotcha.
What was your initiative, Lilith?
Bottom It was 5.
It was 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have
There you go. Now you're on there. I don't know how you fell off.
I'm assuming spawn A is within the
that was
20-foot range and I can hit him from where I'm at.
Jeez. Let's see. Magram.
like-
Yes. Oh yeah. He's only 10 feet away.
Okay. So we're gonna do the
I almost should zoom in on this a little bit. This is a mess.
I can do it on my side too. I'm in the tabletop, so
Yeah, feel free if you want to on your own side, but I'll try to manage it for everybody.
but I'm gonna do a reckless glaive of sharpness attack on him.
Okay.
You don't need to do reckless if you don't want to.
True.
I want to though.
Okay.
That's the thing in this particular instance.
Oh, boy.
You're telling me I don't have to, but you're not saying not to.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, only a 10 to hit.
And Magram, I'm going to stick you in an actual spot. There you go. And Lilith, you're in this one.
So I rolled a 2, only a
There's
10 to
what we-
hit. I
okay.
assume I miss.
Correct. You do miss.
But here comes the chaos. I'm
Uh-oh.
like, it looks friggin' packed in there. I reach into my tan bag of tricks and I pull out
hang on,
another
Magram.
animal.
Magram,
Huh?
you roll that at advantage.
Would have been straight though, wouldn't it?
Why would it have been straight?
Why would it have been disadvantage? I don't understand. Yeah. You had advantage twice because of reckless and of max.
Oh,
That's
because
perfectly
of.
fine.
Yeah. You had no source of disadvantage that I know of.
Gotcha. Now, 12.
12.
But
Wow.
regardless, I go into my bag of tricks and I can throw another animal 20 foot in front of me.
That's not a whole action.
It's a bonus action.
Oh.
So
Oh,
a random
dear.
animal is going to get thrown 20. I want to go the full 20 feet as far into the room as I can.
All right, which should be back here.
And it's going to be, and I'll tell you after I roll it.
Oh dear.
A 4. Tell me it's another hyena.
Jeez.
Uh,
It's an elephant.
Hell if I know.
a 4 is, get out of the way, dice. An axe beak.
Axe beak. Oops, wrong keyboard.
Wow.
A large monstrosity appears
Yeah.
on
I
the
did
battle.
print one. If we were in person, you'd see it.
Oh my god.
You printed one. That's awesome.
Yep, it looks like that.
Oh, and by the way, when we do this with I mean, yeah, I can't fit him in here. I'm just going to stick him there, and we're going to deal with that in a minute. By the way, when we're playing on the TV, I plan to have it at inch scale so that we can put the minis on top of it.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the recording will be perfect with all the little tokens, but we'll also be able to play with our toys because that we like to do that.
Yeah.
That's the best thing.
All right,
Now, I
so
will
we have an
clarify,
axe beak.
It's a normal axe beak, not a giant axe beak.
There's
differences.
Tossing out a razor beak.
let's see. Oh yeah, it's huge if it's giant. Thanks, guys. Good grief. All right. Let's see. Let's add it to combat. Does it go directly after you like the hyena?
Supposed to, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Where are you in let's see. All right. So we're going to make it. What's your initiative? 13. All right. So we'll make it 12 as well, tied to the hyena. So you have a hyena and an axe beak now.
Wild Kingdom, baby.
I can do another one.
Please don't. Please. Pretty please. All right. So anything
Now,
else, Magram?
Just wait till I polymorph.
You got a second attack, Magram?
I guess technically I do, yeah, on my normal attack.
Yep.
So we'll go for A again.
Okay.
Sorry.
You want to do that one as brutal?
I do.
So you straight roll instead of advantage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is awful. 15?
Just misses.
Okay. And I will just say, scream out, I love animals!
All right.
Well, I will move one square to the left, too, to open up the door.
All right, go ahead and move. You should be able to move yourself. Which reminds me, I better change the axe beak to be on your side. Or do I do that again? It was super easy with the hyena. Okay, well, anyway, hyena's turn. Go ahead.
Okay, hyena's turn. I think I'm going to leave him kind of at the door back there in case anything tries to sneak in on us because he's got such low HP right now, and I don't honestly think he can get in to the other room.
I mean, he could squeeze in and go like here.
Yeah, I'll want him protecting the back the door here. Protect the squishy folks
The
back there.
room with the dead things in it that you already killed.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Dead piano.
The dead piano, the coffin piano, yes.
We think it's dead.
It's an undead piano.
That's how they get you.
All right, Axe Beak's turn.
Axe Beak's turn. So the Axe Beak, first time ever playing this, has a beak attack, if you wouldn't believe that.
Go figure.
Whatever one's closest to him, I'll choose D.
Okay.
And that'd be a dirty 20 to hit.
And I'm actually going to rule that when the Axe Beak appears, D and C both go prone.
I was going to say take some squish damage.
No squish damage, but they're now prone because they're in the same space as an enemy.
Okay, so advantage then?
Yep.
Well, the first one was a dirty 20.
Do you want to take it as a critical is a question?
Why not?
All right, you've got critical Axe Beak damage against D.
All right, so I will roll twice, D6.
And by the way, it is in melee range of A, B, C, and D.
Okay. I can't see that other die down there.
It said 4 for a total.
Okay. So it'd be 6 points of slashing.
Okay.
Seems lame.
Does.
And sorry, does he have?
For such a big creature, I think it was a really shitty roll, though.
It was. It's just the one attack, I think.
It doesn't have multi-attack either. Whoa. Here, let me look at its... I can look at its stat block right quick.
The one I'm looking at does not.
Yep, nope, it's just got one beak attack. It's big and nasty and has no hit points. That's great.
Yeah, it's kind of low HP too, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Anyway.
All right, cool.
I don't know what sound an axe beak makes, but we'll go caw.
It's basically a chocobo with a funny face.
Pretty much. Pretty much. All right. So now that we've violated another copyright, Lilith, you're up finally.
Okay. I am first with my bonus action, I'm gonna bamf out my book.
Okay. I don't think we have a token for that one. Actually, maybe we have a sticker for it. Book. We have a sticker for a book. That might allow you to move it around. Where do you want to put it? I'm going to drop it right in front of you. It is tiny.
Oh, I see it. It is tiny.
Here, I'll make it a little bigger.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. All right, cool. We can do that for spiritual weapon next time too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's incorporeal, so yeah, just make sure you can still see it. Where is it? In the same space as Sal? There it is.
Yeah. It's like right
In the middle of all the vampires and Sal. Okay, got it. What next, Lilith?
I am going to looking through my book, but I'm gonna cast from myself.
Okay.
Magic missile.
Okay, which automatically hits. And who are you targeting?
I'm also
A is extremely hurt. The rest, B is bloodied. The other two are not.
I'm casting it at 5th level.
5th level, so 7 missiles.
Yes.
Okay. How would you distribute your damage, madam?
How do you do this?
I'll go ahead and roll the 1d4 plus 1 so you know how much it is, and then go ahead and distribute it. That's fine. They all happen simultaneously, though, so you don't get to find out any of the results until you apply it.
Yeah. 2. So I'm going to hit
So you rolled a 2, so 3 damage each?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
I'm gonna hit spawn A twice.
Okay. Which does 6 points of damage. Got it.
And then I'm going to which one of them looks the least hurt?
The least hurt is C. It's unmarked.
Okay.
You going to send the rest into him?
Yeah.
Okay, so 15 points on him.
Yes.
All right. He is now not the least hurt.
I forgot to do my graze on my misses.
All right, roll the damage and tell me who is it against.
Would have been against D, and I think it's just it's the modifier plus 6 for each miss.
So 6 points total, or is there two misses?
I missed both.
Oh, sorry, so 12.
I'm sorry, it would have been A,
A.
not D.
A, you say. All
A,
right,
I
so
say.
again, let's see. So I've said this, I think this is probably the last time I'm going to say this. 3rd tier play, we're not going to do retcons much. In this case, I'm going to allow it because it actually changes something. So A was actually killed by Magrum.
Okay.
So Lilith, you've put 5 of your missiles into Vampire Spawn C. Where do you want the remaining 2 to go?
1 to each.
Okay, 1 to each of the other 2. So 3 damage to B and 3 damage to D. Got it. And B is bloodied still. He hasn't managed to suck on anything yet. All right. Next, Salvatore, back to the top.
Back to me. So I was being grappled by which one?
You're being grappled by.
I think it was
Could
A.
be C.
No, it was A.
Okay.
Oh wait, you're right. No, Max, you're right. It was C. You are still grappled.
Okay.
Please get ungrappled.
So I can attack him at no penalty. Is that how grappling
Correct.
works?
You can attack him at no penalty. If you attack the others, it's at a penalty. You can also use an action to attempt to break the grapple.
I'm just gonna stab C a bunch. It's not with advantage, but that's fine.
If you have anything that forces movement, it auto break grapple.
Yeah, if you have a push or something like that,
You could topple him with your first attack.
that would also
Damn.
do it.
Justin knows everything. He's crazy. I love it.
I don't think I could topple, but I can make my mastery be a push. So that's a good point.
Actually, when the axe beak spawned, you said he went prone from that.
True. Does prone break a grapple necessarily?
Would I be brought down with him?
He's still in the same place. He's hanging onto your ankles.
Okay.
But that also does turn it into advantage.
But you do get advantage as you attempt to push it with your mastery.
Right. Okay. So
I've got a narration ready for it. So yes, please do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to attack with advantage then. So let's go back up to here. Is there a way to like tell it to do advantage? Oh,
yeah. If you hold on it, you can choose. Yeah.
Oh, I just right clicked.
I don't use it on the PC enough, so that's with advantage.
Yes, 21 to hit.
21 hits as you reach back with your sword. Is this a great sword or long sword?
Long sword.
As you reach back with your long sword and basically do a golf swing at this prone vampire's head, you're going to push him. He doesn't get a save, right?
It's part of the mastery.
Yeah, so I think it's without save.
So.
So yes, he gets pushed back into the easy chair and flops back. Now supine.
And he also takes 7
still prone.
plus 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage to C. Got it.
Yes. Okay, and B is still grappling Max, I believe. So I'm gonna stab at him with advantage.
If you push him, he just goes into the wall and doesn't break the grapple, unfortunately.
That's all right. 20 to hit, which is
20 hits, yep.
And he takes...
And you do get advantage on that, by the way, because of Max tactics, yep.
I did that.
Okay, cool.
He takes 13 points of damage.
Got it. He looks a bit more bloodied.
Okay, and last attack into him. Hey, a crit. Nice.
All right. Roll critical damage.
Yep, that. So that's plus 28 points of damage.
28 points of damage, you say?
Yes.
That is enough to kill him outright.
Splendid.
Oh, he was laying in a chair too, apparently.
And I will bonus action evasive footwork again.
Okay, roll your evasive footwork.
Only a 3 this time, but that's all right.
It's one better than last time. All right, brings us next to Nova.
To get to the doorway, is that three spaces?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to move up to the doorway. I'm going to get right in there. Can I touch Max from where I'm at, or do I need to move in one more?
You can touch Max from
okay.
Through the doorway, you can touch him. Yes.
All right. I'm going to ruffle his hair, and I'm going to be like, Maxie, you're a good boy. Cast Bardic Inspiration, and then I'm going to move over. And with this, can I see all 4 of them?
Well, you can see 2 of them.
There's only 2 left.
Oh, there's
and
only
2 bodies.
left?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were prone. They're actually Dead.
No, they're
Okay.
dead. Yep.
Okay. Well, shit. Okay. Well, then I'm not going to do chain lightning then. Do.
I would say the vampire spawn probably don't rate it.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
By the
gonna
way, everybody,
do-
you've figured out these are vampire spawn. If anybody wants to attempt a vampire spawn action, a specific attack action, let me know.
They are also undead.
They are
Correct.
also undead. I remember somebody took some specific items just in case they ran into vampires.
Oh, he's talking about me. I
No.
think. No.
I'm talking
Okay.
about a spell. I'm talking about a
Okay.
physical item.
All right. From where I'm at, are they both in a 30-foot sphere?
You got to tell me if are you in the room? You're kind of in the wall
right,
at the moment.
yeah, all right. I'm right there. So I've used 20 feet of my 30.
Okay. Yes, they are both
Okay.
within 30 feet of you.
All right. I'm going to cast Shatter on them as long as
That will also target the axe beak. You will be able to miss let's see, with a 20-foot range on Shatter, if you cast it in the corner of the room.
It's a 10-foot radius.
10-foot radius.
10-foot radius.
You can hit both of the vampires and the axe beak, but not Salvatore if you cast it on the back wall.
All right, sounds good. I'll do that. It's a con 21.
Okay, Magrum, roll for your axe beak.
I'm getting there.
Holy smokes. I might have actually succeeded on both of them. Let's see, con.
Con? Okay.
Yeah. One fails, one succeeds. I'm going to say
Okay.
C succeeds, D fails.
20 points of damage, and it's half on a save.
It's nat 20 for me, so 25 or 22.
So 10 points of damage to your axe beak.
And then 20 to the fail and 10 to the succeed.
Got it.
And I'm going to use the rest of my movement to just back up outside of the doorway because that'll be my 30.
Okay. You can just go
right
south
there.
one space. Yep. There you go.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. That's my turn.
All right. Sounds good. That brings us to Max.
Okay. It's only if we end our turn in the space of another creature that it causes
That's
issues.
when it's supposed to proc, yes.
Okay.
Max, you got a D10 also.
Yep. So I can go here.
Temporarily, it's an ally, yes.
Yep. And I'm going to attack C with regular reckless, even though I don't need to because he should be prone still.
He is prone, yes.
Yeah.
He's prone. He's supine in a comfy chair. He is laid back.
He's supine. He's relaxing.
26 to hit.
Yes, that'll hit. Unsurprisingly.
I'm going to leave that as that is 18 damage on that first hit.
Got it.
And the other one is going to be brutal to spawn D. That's nat 1.
Ooh,
misses.
And I'm not able to use heroic inspiration on that, am I?
You are.
Then I will do that.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, your camera cut out.
Yeah, it's a nat 1.
You rolled 1 in 400 chance. Wow.
Yep.
I did that once on Reckless and rolled 2 nat 1s at the same time.
If this was second edition, I think your head would explode or something.
It was so bad it sucked the light from his camera.
Fatality.
Oh my God. Yep.
Oh my goodness. All right. So yeah, once you're done with the tears, Max, if you can get your camera back on, that'd be great. But if not, that's fine too.
He did that so he could wallow in his shame alone.
That is amazing. That is quite the chance. All right, so that was your 2 attacks, Max. And we're also not hearing you, by the way. I think it's your
I
microphone's on your
haven't said
camera.
anything.
Oh,
No,
well,
but there's-
that would do it too. Anything else, Max?
I just moved out of space, so
All
she actually
right.
gets a
With
attack.
your metaphorical tail between your legs, Willie.
She did get an attack of opportunity against me.
Oh, C gets an attack. When did it's taken a turn since Mind Spike, hasn't it? Oh, that was different one anyway. Never mind. Okay. So yes, we have an attack. Yay!
I get a disprotection
Prone and
against it.
sapped,
Oh,
So it is
yeah, it wouldn't
it
matter.
is an attack at disadvantage.
but reckless.
Oh, so it's just the one. All right.
That's
Let me just roll one then, because that wasn't fair, because I got a 2 and a 20. That is a solid 10, so 16 to hit you.
Does not.
All right. Misses. It's laid back in in a lazy boy, and it kind of goes roar at you with it. Actually, it goes roar at you with really long, nasty toenails, and it misses. Like Nosferatu toenails. All right. So there's your horror for the day. All right. That brings us to Willie.
All right. Well, I guess I got to move up to the doorway to see him, right? Can't see anybody from here.
You actually can see Vampire Spawn C clearly.
How far away would he
Between all
be?
of your allies. Let's see.
30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It is 30
30.
feet away.
Okay. I guess I'll cast Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead.
Oh, the dead.
What's the save on that? Wisdom?
A Wisdom 19.
I was gonna say if you do Sacred Flame, he has disadvantage for being prone.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's a dex save.
Your choice, Willie. Do you want to go for the disadvantage, or do you want to go for the bigger damage?
Go for the bigger damage.
All right.
That's
Unfortunately, he rolled a natural 19 on his wisdom save, so it fails. Toll the Dead does nothing.
Oh.
It just goes bong and nothing happens.
I hear the bell and nothing. Okay. Well, then we're going to smack him with my flying sword there.
All right.
And then that one should be advantage for the same reason of him being prone.
Smack him with your Wu-Tang sword.
Oh,
That's right, baby. The RZA.
Psh.
RZA and the Gizza.
the 20 hit.
That's my second favorite band.
20 does hit. And do you want to make a dirty 20 at your critical for the evening?
Nah, let's save it.
All right. You got it. Roll your damage.
Ooh, nice. 11.
11 points. All right. It's looking increasingly hurt, but still up. Well, and relaxed in the chair.
Relax.
Still chilling. All right. Exactly. I knew somebody was going to chime in with that. All right. Anything else, Willie? That's, I think, action, bonus action.
That's it. Yep.
Like a snowman.
Okay.
Gilbert
All right.
throws the knife in from nowhere.
Vampire Spawn C stands up using half of his movement, sees a giant sack of blood next to him, known as an axe beak, and flails at it with his claw.
Protection.
Are you shitting me? You're protecting the axe beak?
What else am I gonna protect?
Max.
He's fine.
All right.
The axe beak is just feathers, really. So
With disadvantage, it fails on the first one.
I don't want that guy regaining any health.
And on the second one, he is going to, in frustration, he can move into the same space as the flying sword, so he's going to do so. And then he is going to lash out at you, Salvatore, which is that disadvantage because he's next to Max?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
he would have to be next to Max.
Oh, because he's not next to Max. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a natural 2. So we'll move on. Vampire Spawn D, who is also prone, is going to stand up, is going to move, wrong one. He is going to move over here. And then attacking Max, is that straight roll or advantage because of your reckless?
I did reckless, but I don't think he had sap.
You
applied to
missed him. You never hit him. Yep. So he's just a normal advantage against a barbarian. How rare I get to do this. Does a 17 hit you?
No.
Well, that didn't do any good. All right, moving on. Magram.
Okay.
They're spawns. So they don't have any of the cool vampire stuff either.
I
Matt?
can't see anybody.
But after this, we'll take a brief bio break and beverage break, etc. So I think we're most of the way done, but still some hit points to go.
There's not, if I move back to the doorway, there's not something else blocking the views of spawn D from me, right?
Correct. If you move over 5 feet, or yeah, let me.
I can't tell
sure
what's under
everybody's in a
max,
box here.
I guess is my question.
If you move here, you can see D. Yes.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
And he is within 20 feet of you.
Of course he is.
And he has max tactics.
Because every room in this map is small enough for him to be within 20 feet of you.
I just need to get to the middle.
But it's a small mansion. What can I say? It's not one of the big mansions.
You could swing a dead cat and hit somebody in every spot.
Yeah.
Cat?
Cat.
Don't do that.
Exactly. A cat. Yeah, I'm not going to throw one.
Okay,
I'll have one for Max to chase later.
I'm gonna do just a normal glaive attack on this dude.
From now on, every time Magram throws a furball, a glaive attack on the vampire spawn misses with a 15.
Advantage on that one.
Still, yeah.
By the way, every time Magram you throw a furball over Max, I'm going to give him a 5% chance of catching it in his mouth and having the creature spawn inside of Max's mouth.
I'm going to have to reread what it actually looks like until it hits the ground, but okay, I'm game.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so 25 to hit on that one.
That hits.
And that'll be...
I'm going to move the sword a little bit out of the way so everybody can see. 6 points of damage. On which one? C or D? There's D, right? Okay.
D.
6 whole points of damage.
He's rolling like poop. Second attack on the same dude.
Okay. And this is really creepy because it's like branches are coming out of the wall holding your glaive and smacking it at these guys.
Well, I definitely miss... Oh, no, advantage on that too, right?
Yep.
I don't like all these ones. 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Have you used your inspiration yet, Magram?
No, not yet.
You have, yeah, you have Bardic and actual DM and inspiration both that you can apply whenever you need to.
Yep.
12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. And I'll move back to my corner.
All right.
Don't you have a bonus action to butt strike?
I think I still need to be within range for that.
Yeah, the 20-foot thing is like on your turn or on when you take the attack action kind of language.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume no. I'll reread for next time. Though.
Yeah, it's not a ton of damage either way. So
yeah.
All right, Axe Beak. I'm assuming the hyena's not doing anything.
Yeah, he's guarding the back.
All right, get your menagerie going. Axe Beak.
Axe Beak again to hit for that guy. It's +4.
C or D, your choice.
Is one hurt more than the other?
D is C is hurt more.
We'll go with C, and that'll be a 14 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
As the Axe Beak slams his snout and destroys the chair.
He squawks angrily, and that's his turn.
Bark around, your bits go flying everywhere.
I want to point something out. I don't think Magram has his rage damage added.
Were you adding your rage damage, Magram? It's still your turn.
It only said +3.
I told it I was raging, and I didn't think about that. So I was not.
I think it probably left it out. So how much is that each hit? 3?
3.
So 6 more to D.
Correct.
Yep. We will chuck as much as it is tier 3. You got to chalk some of this up to using D&D Beyond more intensively than we have in a while.
Yeah.
All right, Giant Hyena, Axe Beak, Lilith.
Okay. By the way, my
By
dog,
the way, I did notice you've got pink art inside pink circles, so you are fully color coordinated.
yes. As a player, pink is not my color, but
It's Lilith's.
it is very
Very
much.
good. I love it.
Pink is a beautiful color.
Also, my dog, it's just she just plunked herself down.
Oh, all right. Inspiration for pet pick. And by the way, Sal, go ahead and take one as well for the cats earlier.
What? You've already given it inspiration to me twice, and I already had it.
Oh, okay. Well, then you don't get it again.
Give it to the axe beak.
No.
Okay. So we still have 2 enemies up.
Still have 2 enemies up. Both are bloodied.
Okay.
And to use a horrible pun, they are both long in the tooth for dying.
Um, okay. I'm going to shoot a firebolt at C.
A firebolt at C. All right. I'd say that you have to rock yourself over 5 feet in order to do that, but you can do it.
Yeah.
I'll move you. It's easy enough. All right. Firebolt. So attack. It is not next to max. So, and it is standing, so you do not get advantage or disadvantage.
Okay. That's not great. 14?
14 does not hit.
Or wait, sorry. Sorry, did my math in the wrong way. 24. Sorry.
Oh yeah, carry the 1. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that hits.
Modifiers are always tricky, aren't they?
A little bit.
Yeah. I'm not surprised it was much bigger than that. Yeah.
I rolled a 9, so I was expecting the number to not be high.
Right.
I just have a really high modifier.
That you do. Against C. Damage.
19.
All right. It's getting pretty darn close to the end for this guy. Very tattered, very broken, but still up somehow.
Okay.
Is that you?
Yeah, I don't have anything I can do as a bonus action, so
All right. That brings us back up to the top with Salvatore.
Okay. So were you talking about me before? Because I mentioned that I had a steak that I carved.
I mean, these are vampires you're fighting.
They are. What happens after we kill them?
Give me a history check.
Okay. Let's see. History is. Oh wow! I don't have the. Oh wow. What? Okay, the dice on D&D Beyond, the 7 and 1 are right next to each other, and they look very similar. I got an 8.
Is that the total for your history check?
Yeah, I think I used to have it as a thing.
You know, it's
proficient in.
gonna go in a way that's positive for the conversation anyway, because in this case, yeah, you should have been killing them with stakes this whole damn time. Obviously, they're gonna come back to life if you don't kill them with stakes.
Okay, cool. So C is almost dead. Yes.
C is almost dead, and D is bloodied.
Okay, I'm going to longsword C first.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Yeah, I rolled a 12, which isn't gonna cut it.
It might.
12 to
Your
hit.
modifier. Oh, 12 total?
Yes, I rolled a 2.
Wow. No, doesn't hit.
The website rolled a 2. Yeah, I'll just attack it again. There we go. Okay, I crit it.
Okay, that will do it. You can't do less than 2 points of damage, so it's dead.
Splendid. I was hoping to not miss the first one.
You have one
wait.
attack left and one vampire spawn left.
Yeah, okay. Then yes, I will temporarily step in, attack it, and then step back.
And you have advantage.
Yes.
Are you using your longsword or an improvised weapon?
While it's still standing, I'm going to be using my longsword because the ones that are on the ground aren't moving, right?
Okay.
Okay, there we go. 28 to hit.
Hits.
And it's going to take 14 points of damage. Actually,
Got it.
I'm going to menacing strike it as well. Menacing attack.
All right, so how much more?
Another 8. So that's going to be
What's the save?
22 points of damage. Wisdom 18.
Fails.
Okay, it is menace.
Frightened.
And yes.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
And yeah,
attack?
that's all I got for the
Nova.
moment.
So D is the only one left.
D, yeah, it's not even D anymore. It's just vampire spawn now. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna just move to the doorway, and then I am gonna cast poison spray on this son of a gun. So that is plus 13. 32 to hit, 31 to hit.
31 hits.
Okay, 3d12. Let's go. Come on. 24 points of damage.
And it's dead.
Fantastic. And then I just turn around and a little bit of poison residue comes off my finger and I blow it off.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So now that things are dead, supposedly, I am going to pull out the stake that I had. Unfortunately, it is not carved for them, but I will use it anyway. And I assume it's just in the heart, so I'm going to stake all of them in the heart.
With the same stake?
Yes, I understand that
Okay.
For some things, it requires it to be stuck in them, but I only have the one. And
as you stab the stake into their hearts, easy enough for someone of your skill, it goes crunch and it becomes bloody.
okay,
Nothing else appears to happen.
that's fine.
Above the table, I am absolutely dying. So I'm going to read you guys. Let's see. Now I've killed them all, so I don't have the stat block handy. Just a sec. Let me pull one up again. I'm going to read you guys the stuff about stakes so that you know it as players, but your character still doesn't know this. Just, I think this is fun. At least on the vampire spawn level.
So, real quick, while you're doing that,
Yep.
after Salo's finished stabbing each of them with his nice fancy stick, Max is going to try and wrestle it away from him.
You're going to try to take the stick?
Yep.
Give me athletics versus Sal's athletics or acrobatics. We'll just do a contested check.
And because I'm still raging, it should be at advantage, right?
Yes, it should.
I don't know.
No, Max, this isn't for you.
I don't want to cast hold person on him. Come on.
Would you roll?
2
God
threes.
damn it.
2 3s. So what's that total?
15.
15. What?
Yeah.
27. All right. So yeah, Sal, was that Dexter? Was that acrobatics or athletics?
That was athletics.
So Max actually manages to get a hand on it, and you pull it away, and you say, and you tell him no. And apparently it works. So yes, so just so you guys know, stake to the heart, the vampire is destroyed if a weapon that deals piercing damage is driven into the vampire's heart while the vampire has the incapacitated condition.
Okay.
So you would have had to incapacitate them first. But yeah, there's also, by the way, remember sunlight and running water do things, but I'll talk about those later if you ever run into them again.
Yeah,
But-
I have looked at each of the vampire entries just out of curiosity a while ago, and they're very inconsistent and kind of poorly written about how you can.
Oh yeah,
defeat them.
totally. Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, as far as your history check went, though, you did the right thing, and they're now all permanently dead.
yes.
You think that was totally necessary?
Would our
Yes.
brain character want to try?
What's that?
Would our brain character want to try?
I don't know.
I
Lilith,
was
do
wait-
you do
I
you,
was
do
waiting
you
for the stake to
search in
disintegrate.
your do you think back in your history knowledge about vampires and to correlate anything after this fight?
I
You
mean,
see Salvatore going around and stabbing him with a wooden stake. Would that jog your memory?
honestly, I'm not sure if that's something I would know.
Okay, cool. Yep, we're good.
But
I'm proficient and I have expertise in Arcana. Would I?
This is an Arcana. This is history.
Oh, nope.
And specifically, you need to have some reason to know about vampires after Lilith passed. Yeah.
Nova has had a lot of weird people suck on him, so
We will leave that exactly where it is.
I'm just saying. That's the character. Yep. So
All right.
I'll
And
leave it to the
and
Apex.
also, these
there's
are
a-
undead.
Yeah, there is a room that you
True.
guys have just cleared. It is a library, in fact. Let me read the description now that we're finally into the room proper. A mahogany desk faces the fireplace of this private library, and two overstuffed chairs fill the room's corners, one of which has been destroyed. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall. A rolling ladder allows access to the higher shelves.
So after seeing all the staking, Magrum is going to go in and pick up the pieces of the chair that the axe beak busted.
Okay.
Since he has carpenter tools, if you guys remember, and he created a battering ram, he's got ideas for other carpentry.
All right, you've got a few more pieces of wood you can use for something, as well as a few pieces of leather.
Oh, cool.
We won't make it. We won't invent vinyl in D&D quite yet.
Awesome.
Lilith, I see Lilith moved in there.
I'm looking for books.
You're looking for books. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
I'd like to move in there as well and take a few
Yep.
fragments.
Okay.
Okay, that.
You have inspiration still if you haven't used it.
Yeah, you got the bardic inspiration if you haven't used it.
I don't need it unless you want it to be
Oh, okay. That's up to you then. I thought it was ridiculously bad.
I thought that was a bad hum.
What'd you get, Lilith?
34.
34.
There is a book. It is mine.
There are exactly 724 books on history, 532 books on warfare, 716 books on alchemy, and all of them are boring, and you've read them before.
One picture.
However, there is one book out of place with a golden binding. And as you pull on it, it's a false book. But it causes the bookcase behind it to open, revealing a secret chamber, which I should have fog of ward on you guys, and a hidden library in the secret room. This is a secret room that contains bookshelves packed with tomes describing something. And there is a chest that stands against the room's south wall, which is this right here. That is what you see when the bookcase opens.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in there.
Okay.
Hey, be careful of magic stuff.
I'm gonna go in with you. I'm gonna follow you in.
Okay. So we got Lilith in there, and we also have not Salvatore, Nova. So
Nova.
two of you can fit. That's the room full.
Hey,
I'm
All right.
going to ritually cast detect magic.
Ooh, you beat me to it. I love
was
it.
thinking about it too. I just pulled it.
Yep. I was coming in there to do the same thing.
I'm gonna do it using an action.
As you cast detect magic, you notice that something inside the chest is glowing.
Huh.
we've
What
got
do
a
you see,
bird
Lily?
with an axe on its head. It can chop it open.
I'm not
I
sure
saw,
it.
I really
Yeah.
don't want to. I mean, yeah, technically it could squeeze in there, but come on, man. It's a large creature. That room is small.
no.
Well, I'm thinking
No.
it may not leave the room, but
There's that too.
I'm
Do you guys
thinking-
want to make room for the X speak? I mean, that's up to you.
I feel like if the axe beak goes in the room, nothing else is going in that room.
Yeah. I'll stick my head out. Hey guys, we're good in here. We'll let you know if we need any help.
Okay.
Because I hear Magram say that and I'm like, oh shit, getting ready
just
to
trying to
happen.
help.
You're doing great, buddy.
Chest locked.
You investigate the chest.
Yes.
Give me an investigation check.
I also have thieves' tools if you need me to unlock it.
I can do
I will give you advantage on your check, Lilith, because you have Nova helping you with it.
okay.
While we're investigating things, I would like to do my rally rounds and give people temp HP.
Okay, so how much temp? There's time. How much is your max temp HP?
15.
So everybody has 15 temp HP. Lilith, investigation.
27. Investigate.
On a DC of 20, you spot the trap mechanism that is built into the chest. Nova, do you want to attempt to open it?
Absolutely. If she gives me the go ahead, if she tells me it's all good and I can go ahead and
She
unlock
notifies
it,
you of the trap, so that's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Make a sleight of hand check for me.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do.
And if you have proficiencies in the tools
Yes.
as well as the skill, you have
Yes.
advantage.
Yes, I do.
So do I.
That is 31.
31 on a DC of
18 plus-
15, you have disarmed. Yes. So,
Fantastic.
as you guys open the chest safely now, it actually wasn't locked. It was just trapped too, which is the best
Oh.
kind of chest. And you
Absolutely.
notice the poison trap that would have done fairly significant damage and left you with the poison condition for an hour.
Good looking out, Lily.
You find in the chest spell scrolls of bless, protection from poison, ironically, and spiritual weapon.
Nice. Go ahead and grab those.
Yep. And so Willie can read
Oh,
spiritual weapon, bless, and actually all three of them Willie can read. The others are not on the wizard. I don't know if they're on the bard spell list. You'll have to check your spell list.
Yes, I have access to all. I have what was it? Bless, spiritual
Yes.
weapon, and what was?
Poison.
I think I have access to all of those.
All right,
I
you
know
have
I
to-
have access to the first two.
Okay, you'd have to double check,
Yeah.
but yeah, you may
Yep.
have access to them. But again, Adventure League rules, these will multiply out at the end of the session if you don't use them, or if you use them, they'll be used. All right, so
Fantastic.
with that, we're at 8:19. I think we're at a good spot for a break. Let me just
Yep.
check in with everybody. Everybody like the format so far and how things are progressing?
I this is awesome.
This is literally my first time doing virtual DM, and I'm liking it pretty damn well.
Mhm.
I like it too. I
understand why it's popular.
I mean, I appreciate not having spent an hour in traffic, but I still prefer in person.
I absolutely do too. But if we have this as a backup plan, then that's great. That we can access this.
Yeah, I totally appreciate. Also, nobody's bringing me food here, so with that, let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break. Come back at 8:30
Cool.
on the dot, and take care of your bio needs and comestible needs, and be back here, and we'll see what else we find in this house of death.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Good call on detect magic. That's why I was coming in there with you. I knew one of us was gonna have it, so good deal. Fantastic. 8:30.
All right. Thank you.
So I learned that you can, looking at the website, you can add summon creatures like on the page all the way to the end. So I don't have to go back to my bookmarks to look up the hyena and the axe beak all the time.
Nice.
I went into the basement to get a popsicle. My basement's underwater.
Oh no.
Do you have a pump?
Do you have a sump pump?
We have two.
Oh, good grief. They running?
They're running.
Oh,
They
good.
keep up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Every time it rains, our basement floods.
In Kirkwood, there's two kinds of houses. Those with no basement and those with a leaky basement. I have one of the ones with no basement, and I still have this family room right here. If it had rained a little bit harder, I got a little bit of water in through one side, but it'll actually like run through the room uh, because they built this particular room at ground level instead of above ground level. It was
Wow.
a bad choice.
Wow.
Well, my house was apparently when they were building it in the 70s, I think. Uh, this was the first, like, it was the model house for the rest of the neighborhood.
Mm.
So it was the guinea pig. So there are a lot of problems. Like my ceiling.
Oh yeah, you mentioned you had a crack appear in your ceiling. Is that still there?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys figured out what's going on? If it's the foundation or whatever?
Can't get a contractor to come fix it.
Really? They just don't want
At the time when the crack happened, it was when the last time all those storms came through, so
to? Oh,
they were real busy.
got it. Yep. Good grief. I do not envy you guys that one. That's a bad situation.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep paying those homeowner insurance payments because you might need them. Oof.
Yeah, if I was if I was
Yeah.
still doing construction and stuff like that, and still had my license active, I'd come out and take a look. But got to have somebody licensed to come do that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got tired of dealing with all the insurance companies and everything, trying to get money, and they want you to spend all that money on all those premiums until something happens, and then they're like, "Well, I don't know if that's going to be covered or not." I'm like, "You shysters."
Well, then the roofing companies are great at
Oh,
making that work
yeah.
for them. I mean, because
Mm-hmm.
if you have to buy a new roof in St. Louis, you're not paying attention to the 20 people a year that come up to your door and try to sell you on your hail damage that was so
Mm-hmm.
horrible on your roof.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I worked for myself and it was crazy. It was dumb. All the bullshit you got to go through.
Do we have everybody back?
Present.
Mhm.
Hello.
Magram, Willie, Bill, Sal, you back?
Yes.
All right, that's everybody, I think.
Mhm.
And Max is there, I see. All right. So, guys, where are you going next?
What did we find anything else in that hidden room?
Oh, sorry, the books were
Yeah.
books on necromancy. And wait, was it necromancy? Just a sec, let me double check this.
I was gonna say, is there anything I would find interesting?
Yeah. Or
no, sorry. They describe fiend summoning rituals.
You sound very creepy.
Meow.
all right. I look at Lilith. I said, "Do you want to grab these? You want me to throw them in my bag? What do you want to do?" I mean,
Lilith, they are about fiend summoning rituals, but they, unless someone wants to study up on how to summon fiends, they're not terribly interesting.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah, Lilith is able to determine that very quickly.
Right. Of course.
They're books. Duh.
Yeah.
Tasha
Yeah.
might have some interest in that.
I'm not a book guy. That's why I asked her. No, Nova and Bill are not book guys.
Actually, I would say Lilith would look at them and say, Tasha's seen all this before. Yeah.
Right.
Magram does want to check out the gold-edged book that opened the secret door because that looks a lot like a golden book.
It does. And somebody destroyed a golden book in order to make a door opening mechanism.
And I kind of look at Lilith and you know, kind of like puppy dog eyes. Was that a poo book?
Can't tell. There's not enough of it left. It's just a spine attached to a mechanism.
Just rip the mechanism out.
Would Macram like understand that it like isn't a real book? Would he just like keep trying to take it off the shelf, but it's like stuck on something?
Magram, give me an athletics check.
I look.
You may still be raging.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna be like, I had my poo detector on, Magram. I didn't sense any poo books in here.
Your poo detector.
I had my poo detector on for you, buddy.
Yes. I'm sorry, you said what check?
Athletics.
Yeah, but you're right. Roger.
Advantage. Yeah.
Seeing it. Here we go. Oh boy. 28. You said add advantage too?
If you want, but 28's enough that you grab the
Okay.
spine of the book, you rip it out of the bookcase, and it is literally like this much of the golden part of the spine has been cut off a book, and there's like a metal bracket that's attached to it that you yanked out of the bookcase, and there's no book there, and you look in the
See, I
gap,
told
and
you.
there's no book.
I told you there was no poo.
I'm gonna
These people
I'm gonna tuck that
have
gold.
desecrated one of your books.
I'm gonna tuck that gold spine in my jacket.
Okay.
It's gonna be part of my
Put
my next
golden book
creation.
spine on your inventory.
So I asked Max, I go, were these guys any friends of your friend?
Max is not in the room, by the way.
Oh, Max is not.
Max wandered off already.
Is he petting the hyena? How are they getting
Yeah,
along?
what's he hit? Oh, yep,
I
he's
guess
out there.
Lilith and I have exited the small room too as well. I'm assuming.
Sure, wherever you guys are going.
Okay.
It's
All
up
right,
to
we're
you.
just gonna go out. I'm just gonna go out into the main area where everybody else is at and
Think we
Kinda-
gotta
convene there. Figure out what our next move is.
we learned from our little normally hidden fellow about something else on another floor, right?
There's more on the third floor.
Third floor.
Stairway
Yes.
to the attic we know about.
And there is a
Stair-
stairway to the attic on the third floor as well.
Stairway to heaven.
So we never actually,
What about this door here?
this room, this door, we never actually opened it.
I'm gonna open it.
He told you that was servants' quarters, but go ahead. You
Oh,
open it, it's servants' quarters. There's 2 beds. There are no that apparently have not been slept in for quite some time.
Like, do they look like they're made? The beds are made and they're like haven't been
Yeah,
slept in, or
somebody made the bed and left, and they
deuced
haven't
out
come
and
back.
they never showed up.
Make a
Okay.
perception check since you're asking.
Okay.
So now can I ask Max, hey, were those friends of your friends?
Natural one. Oh,
Never
shit,
seen
dropped my
them.
dice. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
They were fun to play with, though.
Is a 19. Hold on. What is perception?
I'll also tell Max not to
29.
attack the beak, axe beak.
I rolled a natural one, but I have lucky, so then I rolled a 19, so that's 29.
With a 29.
Yes.
About 3 weeks ago, the bed on the right was made. About 4 weeks ago, the bed on the left
Okay.
was made.
All right. So I turn to
And-
everybody and I go, ain't nobody been here for a long ass time.
But yeah, you do notice that there are different amounts of time.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good.
Are you guys heading up to the third floor?
It looks
Yeah.
like there's
I-
2 more door sets in that servants' quarters. Are those relevant?
That's the dumb waiter.
yeah, the one off to the left, I think is probably just a coat closet or something.
Yeah, something like a closet.
I'm gonna check out my 2 companions and kind of let
check.
everyone know that they're not looking great. So if we need
Yeah.
them to lead the way to absorb anything, that might be a good
Well,
idea.
Keep in mind, they
Okay.
both do have the 15 temp HP that I give them because I can still rally them.
Yep, give them 15 each.
Okay.
Well, they look a lot better than they did then.
And
Okay.
yes, I will follow / get in front of Lilith and go up the stairs. I don't know if she wants to lead the charge or not.
We're both squishy, but my perception's pretty good. So I don't know if. What do you want?
I mean,
What kind of order do we want to go?
my passive is 19, so it's also
Okay.
I'm
My
not
passive is
slacking.
20. Okay. Cool. Then you go ahead and lead. I'll follow, and then we'll kind of Or do we want to put me and Lilith in the middle, the squishy people in the middle?
That is normally good practice.
Okay, sounds good. So
And I'll
Mac-
tell the two creatures to surround the squishy folks as well.
who's Max, Magram, who of you has the better passive?
Max.
Then Max, you stay in the back in case anything sneaks up on us. So we got a little meat in the back. I like it like that. That sound good?
Max is still in the front.
Of course he is. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be?
All right, so
Max, come on back here, buddy.
But I want to be able to play with people.
You'll get to play with people in the back too. Don't worry.
okay, I think we're all up the stairs at this point.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, the Axbeak and Hyena have to come with us, but I can't move those.
Yeah, I think Magram has the advantage actually in suddenly getting to the front of the pack when necessary. So, all right. So, are you going to go north or south, Max? And Salvatore?
Okay, so just more.
And I should put Fog of War up, but I'm not going to bother because you've heard a little bit about this already from Gilbert. So you know that there's a noise of some sort coming from the room to the south, and there was no noise. He actually came out of the dumbwaiter in the room to the north.
Okay, I will before Max can go opening doors. I'm going to go up to the southern door and slowly try to quietly open it, even though they all creak.
Does Lilith still have her detect magic up?
I would rule yes. It's been less than 10 minutes.
And what about the rages?
Your rages have been up for 2 fights. There was some investigation. Roll me a d20 each. Rage peoples.
Also,
12.
Okay.
12.
Yep, 12.
Wow. All right. So you're both in the same exact place. I'm going to say you have like a minute of rage left. As Salvatore opens the creaky door. And I used the right die. Sorry.
I'm gonna look in because I realized I have the highest passive perception and passive investigation of the party.
Okay.
I don't know how that happened, but
Well, passive investigation because you're a wizard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where is your book at, by the way?
Have you been tagging your book along? You don't have to find the graphic if you don't want to. I can make another one.
Yeah, I would have. I don't know because it's a slow book, guys.
Well,
Yeah.
we're also
grab
just
it?
like going up a staircase. It isn't even have to follow the stairs. You can just fly up the middle.
You can't carry it?
I mean,
It's immaterial. You can't touch it.
Oh.
yeah.
Do you have to have it out? Do you have to have it out to cast spells?
It's
No.
more of a thing she can have out to cast spells through.
Right.
I
Okay.
imagine if nothing else, it would just kind of
So
be floating
as
above
you
her.
open
it
the
seems
door,
face.
You see more of these dudes with pointy teeth.
Also known as
Vampire
vampires.
spawn.
Yay! Come on, bitches, let's go.
And we need everybody to roll initiative.
Yippee.
Let's see if I can break my my high score from last time.
Shit.
Flying sword's gone.
20.
The axe
20.
beak is somewhere. Magram, is it like behind you?
Yeah, let's assume that.
And then the hyena's behind it.
Put the hyena at the end. It's got a higher passive perception than me. It's like 13. So
All right, so
Hyena's
it'll be
riding the axe beak.
I think they're both large. I don't know if that would work.
I'm
I
using.
think it would be. I think it would be pretty disgusting if it did.
Oh,
I
we're
mean-
talking dominating or writing?
I mean, the hyena already tried to do it.
Actively or not actively? Yeah. No. Okay. Nope. It's not writing it. It's right behind it. So it's still on the floor below, basically.
Very
Okay.
I used my heroic inspiration to re-roll that natural one. So I got a 19 for 22.
Nice.
There you go.
Better than 5.
Way
Magrum.
better than 5.
Hey, you can
14.
fireball without worrying about
Sorry,
us.
Magrum.
14.
14. That was your auto initiative too. Max.
21.
That was your. This is freaky. Maybe
So,
if you roll it in the app, it
Yeah,
actually
I was
does.
gonna say it looks like if we're rolling in the app, then it's just taking it,
Nova.
giving
Was
it
it
to you.
13?
20, 21. Or sorry, 20. 20.
20?
20.
Okay.
20.
Salvatore.
20.
Willie.
19.
That was off by 1 as well. That's a hell of a set of initiatives, guys.
Let's go.
So we have a
All
minute
right.
left on rage, right?
Yep, you have 1 minute left on Rage, which is 10 rounds. So, Lilith, you're leading off the order this time.
Okay.
And I'm going to rule that your book can be anywhere that you want, up to where you are, within like 20 feet. So, where do you want your book to be?
Like right next to me.
Okay, let me see if I can find it.
Attached to your ion stone.
Attached to your iron stone. Okay.
I don't have the ion stone anymore. There's no longer a little rock floating around my head.
That was actually Kaz that took that one.
No, I had it, but
Here, I got one with a little color this time.
What had happened was
All right, there's your book.
cool.
You
Then
got 20 feet to move it or whatever.
yeah, I'll use my bonus action to
And
move
the
it.
door is cracked open by Salvatore, so you can move it into the room.
Fireball.
Ha.
I mean,
P is for fireball.
I just have to check one thing. Do I have?
Hey, Rich, can you give us a rundown of the initiative real quick since we just threw out all of our numbers?
It's Lilith, Max, Salvatore, Nova, Willie, Magrum,
Okay.
as far as player initiative orders.
You can see it up at the top of the screen.
Speaking of which,
Oh,
it does
okay.
not look like Magrum's pets are on there.
Nope, it doesn't, does it?
They always go immediately
Right
after
after
him, I
Magrum.
think.
But
Yes,
yeah, we'll
correct.
fix that.
Sorry, I'm trying to find in my spells something.
Has everybody used their bardics yet?
Nope.
Nobody's used their bardic inspirations yet?
And so they're still they still have them.
Okay. Okay. I was just trying to
If
confirm
they
in case
haven't
I
used
needed
them,
to
they
give
still
it.
have them. Yep.
Okay.
I
Good
think
deal.
most of the time that we've been rolling, we've either been succeeding phenomenally or failing horribly. So
right. I was just
too many
double
cases.
checking. Yeah. I was just double checking before we got going to see if I needed to use that for anything. Good
Well,
deal.
that one.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that I had a spell that does radiant damage. So I'm going to.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh shit. Making you. Good call.
You've fought these twice now, so there's a chance you'll know something.
That being said, Willie has
22.
hit one with a Sacred Flame, I believe.
The last fight.
Last fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Lilith, sorry, Arcana
22.
22. They don't appear to be resistant or vulnerable to anything except they're resistant to necrotic.
Okay.
So I'll just say you guys have learned that over your last couple of fights. So radiant doesn't damage them exceptionally. And they're not like immune to anything else except necrotic.
Only the higher tier vampires that are affected by radiant.
They do have daylight, by the way, has a different effect than radiant damage.
Yes, because daylight is now sunlight. And also,
Meaning sunlight, yes. Sorry, I should say.
just to mention, they are also undead, and one of us has a special ability that specifically affects undead.
Turn undead.
But then the rest of the party has to leave them alone, and is that going to happen? Anyway, sorry,
No.
move on.
No,
Not a chance.
Lilith, what are you doing?
I'm
Let's-
casting a fireball into the center of that room.
Okay, at what level?
Let's do it at
You guys don't know about what's in there yet.
just third level.
Third level? All
Yeah.
right.
And I'm gonna, just for fun, I'm gonna still make that radiant damage because I can.
Okay.
Fire is cool.
I'm trying to put an overlay on and it's not working. I'm trying to figure out why.
We see a big black mark. Is that what you're talking about?
No. Yeah, I'm trying to put one of those circles up and it's not letting me. Yeah, so
Go.
So you guys are just selecting that and there we go. Okay, I got it. All right, delete your circles, guys. Thank you. So you're putting it in the center of the room, you say?
Shreds, you say?
So a 30-foot radius.
I'd probably center it on the bed, to be honest.
Centered on the bed. Okay. So wow.
A room on fire?
All right, let's see.
Ooh, I like that. Holy shit. The entire mansion catches on fire.
Keeps
It's
getting
a
bigger.
20-foot radius.
Oh, it's only 20. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was 30 for some reason. Only 20.
Only 20.
Let's see. All right, I'm going to rule that you can miss your companions.
Okay.
As you do this, give me a perception check in the fleeting seconds that your book is in the room to see what you notice before you incinerate everything.
Okay.
Grief. I love it.
20.
By the way, other group did the same exact thing to this room.
27.
27? Very good. So as you glance around right before you trigger fireball on the bed, this room contains a large bed, 2 nightstands, and a large mirror. A double door fitted to stained glass windows opens onto a balcony. Fairly nice room. One of the nightstands has been knocked over and one of the windows has been smashed. You also notice signs of an abduction. There is disarray here, a broken window that are the result of recent struggle, as well as some rainwater on the floor around the broken window that indicates the struggle occurred in the last few hours.
Okay, now tell us what it looked like before the fireball.
Well, this is the before the fireball.
The rest of the windows break after.
That was a joke because
You also see drag marks towards a secret door into this dark area, which I'll go ahead and remove the fog of war as the area incinerates. I can tell you about it. There's a stairway up into the attic there. Or sorry, there was a stairway up into the attic there.
There was.
Would
We should have already known about the.
You knew there
stairwell.
was a stairway into the attic, but he didn't leave the door open
Yeah.
necessarily. So, yeah. So, wow,
I mean,
this incinerates this entire room.
I will say,
I will also give you with that high perception roll. This is a nursemaid's room. Somebody who took care of the children.
Oh,
okay.
oh, Mrs. Doubtfire's room. Come on.
Basically, yeah. Except, yeah, and so we went also, in addition to blowing out the entire side of the house.
Does it change anything that I did do radiant damage instead of fire damage?
Nope. Oh, ooh.
Because that was one of the first things I said.
Yeah,
Sorry.
let's just say
It
radiant.
was.
For fun.
But Fireball, it does say that it affects objects, right?
Yes. Hold on. Let me look at the wording of my ability that lets.
So it's not setting anything on fire, but it's still doing damage to objects. How much damage does your Fireball do, by the way? This is actually an important question to ask. But this is a stone house, so it's got some ability to resist damage, but it's not going to pass any dexterity checks, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, the piano's extra dead now.
I think it is actually, because I was
third level
out.
fireball. Third level fireball is 8d6.
Yep.
Yeah, it says flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried start burning.
Yeah, so if we want to be super particular about the like how it's written, it does say it bursts into a fire explosion, but also says each creature in a 20-foot sphere takes makes a save, takes the damage, and then it says flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried start burning. So it
Doesn't necessarily say it does the damage to the objects. I've always treated it that way. Which, by the way, just to put it in scale, here's the front of the house.
So
I'm gonna be consistent at this point and keep interpreting it this way, but I will accept your note that I might not be strictly doing raw.
15 points of sunlight damage.
Well, it's radiant damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the holy light of God explodes in this room at 15 points.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Causing extremely bright light to shine out of this set of third floor, this set of windows, as the front of the building stays intact. Because it had more than 15 hit points, because it was made of stone. There are a bunch of wooden objects in here: the nightstand, the bed, the dresser, the door to the secret room. The other door to the secret room right next to Max explodes into shards. They don't hurt you, but it's a bit startling. It does not hit I'm going to rule it doesn't hit the stairs in this case, or doesn't damage them sufficiently that there aren't stairs anymore. But yeah, a lot of damage in this area, but 15 points of damage. Coming back to the fact that we're actually in combat does some damage to some folks. So I'll add that damage after I do a series of
dexterity saving throws. The DC is 23 now.
Yeah.
Ooh, doggy.
I don't even know how you get it up that high.
Mine's 21, and I thought it was high.
Luckily, I have a +6. Ooh. So that's...
Get it, girl.
With a +6, they all still failed, and I had a couple of 2-digit rolls there. The highest roll was 16. Ouch. So, yeah. That is... awesome. So how much damage did you say? 15 damage?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, if it had been 25 or more, the house would have been in a lot more trouble. And by the way, the other group did blow off the front half of the house. And then they decided to fireball them on the floor below after they fell. and destroyed more of the front of the house.
Well, Rich, she's only the first one to go, so that might happen, buddy.
This is true. All right, I got damage done. So, anything else, Lilith?
Nope. That's
All
it.
right. All right, it's 9:00. We got to keep moving here. Max, there is now a clear path to the south of you into that room.
No fair. Why does she get to break down doors?
The doors are just gone. And there's a vampire spawn directly in front of you.
I was going to go to there.
I
right.
will.
Going
Enough?
this route if it matters.
It really doesn't matter. You can also go diagonal here. But yeah, either way works. All right, what you doing?
B is going to be regular reckless. I assume that is a dirty 20.
Okay. Have you taken your crit yet?
I have not.
All right, take it if you want. And is that A or B you're attacking?
That was towards B.
Okay. How much damage? Critical damage?
That is 18 to 36, I believe.
30. So you doubled the
Good
dice and
Yes.
then add your modifiers?
So 18 times 2 plus 10 is 46 damage.
46. You are
Holy
correct, sir.
cow. Wow.
And
God, I miss being a barbarian.
Vampire Spawn B looks very damaged at this point. Definitely bloodied, beyond bloodied.
brutal on 2 spawn A.
Okay.
Another dirty 20.
Once per night.
I know. Oof.
It's actually kind of hard for you to hit a dirty 22. You have to roll really low.
An 8, yeah. 8, 16, 20, 30 damage on the second hit.
Brutal. Well, yeah, literally.
Exactly. And that one's going to be
that one looks bloodied now too.
That one's going to be thundering, so disadvantage on saving throw, and can't make opportunity attacks.
Okay.
And that's turn.
All right, very good. It brings us to Salvatore.
Yes, hello. So
Do I pronounce your E or not? I'm undecided at this point.
well, Sal wouldn't appreciate you calling him anything other than Sal.
Got it.
But you know what? I'm not really sure. It would, considering he's like a farmer. It would probably be like a very I guess like an American sort of pronunciation, where it'd just be a very flat like Salvatore.
There you go. Okay, cool.
So I assume I walk in, Max is already in there. I don't see any that like were hiding like under the bed that is like.
Do you want to look?
No. Well, I don't even know if there's still a bed there.
Do you want to take the? Actually, there is no bed. You're right. And Max, you would have seen these guys as well, but I didn't think to unhide them until Sal said it just now. So yes, their cover was blown away, and they are no longer hidden. The two that were under the bed, because they literally were under the bed waiting for you.
There were two. Okay, great.
Yes. The encounter is 4 vampire spawns, so that's what I got.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. Last time you said they were hiding behind furniture. So
right.
that's the only furniture I did see. Okay, they don't have any weapons, right? They just have their claws and fangs.
Yeah, they just want to eat you. That's all.
All right.
That's all.
I don't have anything that does AoE, which is a little disappointing. So that tab. I will walk in the center of most of them. I'll swing at B, because B's looking messed up, right?
Let's see. Of the two, B is the most messed up. Yes.
Okay. So let's swing with advantage. 15 misses. 18 is going to hit.
Correct. Both of those are correct.
So, oh wow. 16 points of damage to B.
Got it.
It's still up.
It is still up. It's looking pretty wobbly, but it's up.
All right, I'll hit him again. Uh,
Hits.
23 hits. So, wow, 2 1s on the d8s. Another 11 points of damage.
Barely up, but it's still up.
Okay, fine. I'll throw my last hit into it. 22. Do I need to roll the damage or is it dead?
By the way, have you been rolling with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. So if you hit it, it's dead because it had 2 hit
Okay.
points left.
Okay, it is dead.
Yep.
Then I will bonus action and fancy footwork for the free d8s. And I'm going to roll a 4 this time. It keeps going up by 1.
One by
every time.
one.
Yep. All right. That's all I got.
All right, cool. That brings us to Nova.
Okay. All
And
right.
by the way, I finally, about the end of the last combat, noticed that we've got all you guys across the top here.
Yeah.
Which annoys me because it's showing you where the monsters are, which I don't think until you get to their turn you should know. But anyway, that's an aesthetic thing. Moving on, Nova.
Okay. Give me just a second. I'm gonna move into the doorway to where I can see these cats, and I'm gonna move in and
There are no
I'm gonna
cats
cast.
in the room.
Okay. Well, kittens. All right. So where did I go? Oh, I moved myself. Move in way the fuck up there. Move in, and I'm gonna cast Chain Lightning at 6th level. That's a Dex 21 save.
Okay.
Somebody's not playing.
Reminder that
Nope.
A has disadvantage on it.
I wanted to use it last time, but by the time it got to me, there was only 2 guys left. So there's one
Sorry,
extra.
the one has disadvantage on his saving throw.
Yes, A does.
So he rolled a 5 on the first try.
Okay.
He rolls a 6 on the second. So with his +6, that's still 11. One of them, on the other hand, rolled a natural 18. So spawn A is going to be our lucky spawn of the day.
18, 20,
Half damage.
5.
Speaking of cats, Cam is back up.
37, 41.
Oh.
46 points of damage.
Oh.
All right. 46 for full damage, folks.
That goes to 46 to each one of them. Because
Right.
it hits the first one and then it shoots to the next one and then it goes to the next one. And you see lightning crackling from my fingertips as in the background you hear a jaunty heavy metal tune.
Oh,
And
Chain Lightning is a 6th level spell. I think I was thinking of, isn't Lightning Bolt a 3rd level?
yeah, no, I got chain lightning.
Yeah, he would have had
I'm
to
not
run.
fucking-
He would have had to run his butt all the way down here. I mean, that sounds like work.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna back up behind the doorway, and I am going to, with my bonus action, I'm right next to Willie. I'm gonna tap him on the ass and say, "Come on, let's do something cool."
And
I'm done.
I'm assuming that's Bardic Inspiration, or are you just doing it for flavor?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Bardic Inspiration, and because I kind of dig his vibe, so it's okay.
All right. So I will note all 3 of the vampire spawn remaining are bloodied at this point. So that brings us to Willie Dunker.
All right. Well, let's see. Obviously, where I'm at, I cannot see anybody. So I'd like to move just inside the doorway.
Oh, by the way, Nova,
Yes.
there's no cover there. There was 2 secret doors that both got blown apart.
Oh,
by
the doors are blown away.
So that area that I moved to. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna stand there anyway and just kind of feel safe in my mind. So I can actually see through there and see. Okay.
Yeah, you're looking right at a vampire.
Okay. All right. Fantastic.
All right. So I'd like to cast Sacred Flame on Spawn A.
Okay. That is a wisdom. No, Dex save, right?
Dex 19. Yep. He still has disadvantage, correct?
And it doesn't matter because he rolled a natural 5 on the first one, so he failed.
23 damage.
Damn it.
23. Damn, that's a sacred flame.
Hey,
That was A.
Rich.
So A,
Hey,
yep.
Rich. Rich, I know you said you're going to cut back on the retcons, but I only rolled 8 8s for that. I didn't roll 10. So
Okay,
I
roll
rolled the
your
other
roll
two.
your other two. That's fair.
It was 11 more points.
All right. Well, it doesn't matter for A because he got deleted.
Yep.
He got deleted.
Deleted.
Literally.
Yeah.
So yeah, the other two looks pretty damaged now. Not just bloodied.
And then I'll call up my spiritual weapon as a bonus action to let's see.
Attaboy.
Attack. That's C, I guess, right next in front of Salvatore.
All right, just a sec.
Does Bardic Inspiration work for spiritual weapon as well? Or is that separate?
It would work for the attack roll of spiritual weapon.
Okay. So if you need it.
Sec, I'm finding a sticker for spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I was only at 13.
You have advantage.
You do have advantage?
Yeah.
And Bardic's a D10.
There we go.
Add a D10 as well.
And then, well, I won't use it further. 20 to hit for that one.
All right, there you go. It's a statue of an angel hitting it. All right.
That would be 9 damage.
9 damage, huh?
9?
9.
It does not kill it. 9.
No, 9 death.
And then I guess I just step back out of the doorway.
All right. Do you want to attempt to grab cover somewhere? There is a door right behind you that leads into something you have never seen.
No.
Okay.
Ooh. Nova should have done that.
Moving on. Giant hyena. Wait, why is it that? Nah, damn it. Magrum.
Should be, yeah, say Magnum.
You're muted, Magrum.
Thank you. Yeah, I was going to say I was prepped to let that go first, but that's cool.
I don't know why I put it before you. It's a mistake, and I don't know how to fix it now without taking it out and putting it back in.
Between Lilith and Nova, who wants the temp HP? I was forgetting to do that previously.
Well, they have my temp HP, so it should probably go to me. But you're not close enough. Never mind.
Can you get it over 15?
I don't think either Nova and Lilith were both in the room when you were in that little room whenever you were giving out that HP. So neither one of us got any of that. I don't think.
I can hit it up to 18 if I roll 6s.
Well, if you get it, give it to Lilith.
I should be back in that room too.
13.
Yeah, move yourself where you are, Willie.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah, no. Yeah, just back right there. Nope.
There?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I really wanted to put you in the linen closet, but you're afraid of the linen closet, so
no, I do not want to go in there.
Willie, Lilith, or Nova? 13. Who wants it?
Well, they all have 15 already from me.
Yeah, we have 15.
I don't though, because I wasn't.
No, neither one of us. We were the only two that didn't get it.
Right. So
they were in the little tiny room where you couldn't get in.
Well, I would have walked around and done it, but also I don't think I explained it because they weren't here the week then that we got that. So because I'm level 15 now, I have the rally maneuver, and also because I'm level 15, I can once per turn use a D8 as my superiority die and not actually expend one of my D10s. So
I know that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
Cool.
2 weeks ago, last session, I discussed it with Rich, and he said that as long as we have enough, a few minutes, instead of having me roll a D8 over and over every 6 seconds, he just said that, yeah, it's fine to take the max and give it to everybody as long as there's enough time. So that is why everybody except for me can have 15 temp HP for free.
Yeah. So even though you guys were in the little room when he started doing that, he would have still been like, hey.
Good deal. I misunderstood it, and that's fine. Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about.
Now, if any of your characters are concerned about potential bad touches, I mean, maybe you stop it.
Sal would not touch. Also, it's a rally. It's more of a verbal thing.
Okay.
No,
So
I
if
got
anyone
you.
got
Cool.
hurt, there's 13 out there. If not, I'm moving on.
Cool.
I think move
Cool.
on. Yep.
Cool. Sweet. Good job.
Yeah, I do want to still try to cap us at about 10 o'clock. Although, I mean, if we want to go a little late, we could. But since we don't have to drive home, but yeah, I have to work tomorrow.
So I'm gonna whatever vampire's on the left there, I can't tell its letter.
C.
He's gonna get a brutal strike.
He's the more wobbly of the two, by the way.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Brutal strike his buttocks.
23 to hit.
Which, just to point out how ridiculous Magram is, you could have been back 2 squares outside the room and still hit him.
I know. I figured I need to get in there and absorb some hits.
It hit. So go ahead.
These vampires are pretty much screwed. They're pinned up against a burning wall.
No, just a really well lit one.
Plus,
Yeah, I had the fire. I should have had the radiant thing.
So that's 19.
Oh, it's more than dead with 19 already. So it only had 9.
Well, then the brutal
dead.
strike type doesn't matter.
Same as the weapon.
Yeah. Well, no, I can choose the
effect.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's dead.
Yep, we're down to Vampire Spawn, who is also looking fairly wobbly.
Okay, second attack to him. Nice. 12. Oh, that one's not brutal, so
you get advantage on it.
Yeah.
Perma advantage.
Ah, that's shit. 12 both times. I think
really got
Arctic.
You still got inspiration.
Oh, I do. Let's use it.
Roll that D10.
Come on, baby.
19.
19 hits.
All right.
Okay, Bard, you did good.
Thank you.
12.
That's what I'm here for.
12 damage.
12
I'm here to
total.
look.
Plus
I'm here
3.
to look good and help everybody.
Plus 3, 15.
15 damage. Looks really hurt, but it's still up.
I'm still. I forgot to look up the butt strike thing. I haven't looked it up, so it doesn't apply.
All right, giant hyena or Axbeak doing anything?
Yes.
So, question: is there a where's the thing? So, does like all of this still exist? Like these 2 walls?
Yes, those walls exist. Just the doors got blown out.
Okay, never mind.
The stone walls are still there. So the Axbeak would have to squeeze to get in the room, and there would be consequences for somebody on the team as a giant Axbeak crawls into their space. To be somewhat consistent with what I did to the vampires earlier.
I think I have to let that happen because Magram's not smart enough for it not to happen.
All right. So the Axbeak crawls through, I'm going to say, this space and ends up here.
He has 50 feet of movement, by the way.
How much?
50.
Ooh.
Is that a flying speed or is that a walking speed?
No, they both have speed of 50.
Wow. Okay, I'll do it this one. So it's only gonna prone Max. So Max, you get knocked over as this giant Axbeak comes in, apparently wanting to play with the vampire.
Magram,
I looked it up, and you can use the normal range of your attack for your butt strike.
Okay, thank you. It'd be 19 to hit with which one are we saying goes axe? And
unless this thing leaves the room, in which case maybe you're not prone.
4 damage.
4 damage kills it. All right, then it crawls. We'll just give it to you. It crawls back out into the stairway, and nobody suffers any negative effects.
And think like the raptor crawling through the kitchen. where its head gets real low, its legs get real high, and it's like crawling over stuff, you know?
Yeah, but everybody who was in the path has kind of got that stale feather smell on them now.
Ugh. Mm.
Because this is a natural bird. It has not bathed recently.
Is it like nasty wet leather?
Yeah, it's like a chicken who doesn't know how to
Ugh.
take a sand bath. Yeah.
I don't know how it could preen
Ugh.
itself either with that beak.
One wonders.
Very carefully.
Yes.
By the
Yes.
way, if you got the VTT up, there's a roll button over there too. That's what I used for it.
There is
The
there
little
is
red square.
game
Yeah.
log and dice. Yep.
Yeah, and you gotta. There's like a. It's not a drop down. It's a drop up.
No.
Yep.
No. I got dice. I like rolling my dice.
I like the physical dice too. So, but
Yes.
I do like at least on the DM side, I get the full log.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we can see
Yeah.
it too,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
long as people
you
are sharing
move
it.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's like, what'd you roll? Okay. All right, cool. Well, that's that combat. Sec, I actually have a button for it.
And I'm going.
And
Was there anything-
I will manually do the sound effect for you. Da, 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 da.
I got an app for that.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't signed up for an account on Pocket Bard yet, but I'm going to.
Okay, so
Did we check
It's
the
not
other?
doing a shit over your microphone. We
Did
can't
we
hear
check
it.
the other? Did we check the other vampires for anything? Were they holding anything, or are they just like
They're just freaking mobs, man.
they're just there, huh? They're just
There. They got nothing else.
Goose
Yeah.
of vampire. Okay, all right. I assume so. I just didn't know if anybody had made a check on anything like that.
So vampire spawn canonically, they're wearing freaking rags because they're the lowest of the
Right.
low in the vampire
Right.
hierarchy. And
Okay.
the boss got anything of value that they had when he
Okay.
turned them into vampire spawn.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
They've
And-
got to
and
earn their trinkets.
my
Yeah,
mic
it's like-
is open, so I think this will work.
Okay.
Noise suppression is better than y'all think.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
We didn't hear it.
You
Okay,
didn't hear
good.
mine either, did you?
No, I accidentally tapped and started playing another video on the.
Yep.
All right, good. Nobody heard anything.
I assume Sal's going to
Brown
take
chicken,
these,
brown cow.
Not that kind of video. It's on YouTube. Although those videos do technically exist on YouTube for some reason.
All right.
Hey,
So
they slipped through the cracks.
now that we're totally off base, let's where are we going next, folks?
Is anybody gonna
And
take
is
these
Magnum
guys?
standing on something?
The book, Lilith's.
Lilith's tome.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm gonna go in and check this room right here. This guy. What do we got?
Yeah, I want to check one of the blown off door rooms as well.
Yeah, the one that Willie was afraid to go into. I'm gonna go check it out.
Oh, that's this. Let's see. That's this one over here.
I
You
am-
find
Yeah.
shelves full of neatly folded linens.
Ah, shit.
Did we stab the vampires?
That's what I
Sorry.
was saying about
Oh.
these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Sal.
nobody has stabbed them with wood yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That did slip my mind, but yes.
I'll grab some wood from the broken doors and start stabbing.
Okay. They now have bloody holes in their chests where Magrum
All
has
right.
very rudely stabbed them with pieces of broken furniture.
And I'll assume my rage ends at that point.
Yeah, you guys are both out of rage at this point.
I went into this other room. I went into this other room right below the. Is there anything in there?
Which one? This one down here?
Yeah, I went down into that one. The one below the
That
linen room.
one. That's part of the nursemaid's suite. There is a crib in that room.
All right.
For the
It is
All
empty.
right. Okay.
before the rages dropped, I was going to try and steal the stick from Magrum.
Which stick?
The piece of furniture you're stabbing the
Lord.
vampires with. Give me contested athletic on Max's behalf, athletic or acrobatic on Magrum's behalf. Magrum, you are also still raging, since he is too.
Hey Lilith, do you want
Both
to
have
do you want a
advantage.
ritual cast? You want a ritual cast detect magic so we can see if there's anything popping in here?
Hers should still be up if she didn't concentrate on a
Yeah,
different
no,
spell.
it's still up.
Oh, it's still up.
Yeah.
Okay. Is
I didn't
there
cast
anything?
concentration spells.
What's that?
I didn't cast any concentration spells.
Yeah, so I'd say through your book in the nursemaid suite, nothing. As you
Okay.
guys check out the master bedroom, also nothing.
I'm gonna come up here with you in this
There
back area.
was in the master suite, there used to be treasure, but Gilbert came through here.
That fucker.
Did you see that? 14?
What's that?
14.
Oh, for yours, what'd you get, Max?
14. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Let's
Say it,
see.
Lilith.
Max is attempting to take something
Magrum.
from Magrum with the same roll, which means meets it, beats it. Max
Hang on.
gets the stick.
Hang on. Magrum didn't roll with advantage.
Oh. Well, you already took the stick, so.
That's fine. There's
Also-
plenty of scraps.
I feel like on a contested roll, it would be whoever has the highest strength modifier, but that's still max.
No, it's meets it, beats it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Needs it, beats it.
What's your strength, Max?
25. Belt of Flame Giant strength.
Oh, that's right.
I love it.
About that.
I love it. I love that.
Magrum takes a bag full of animals. Max takes, I'm a freaking giant, yo. All right. With that, Lilith, you guys and Nova, you search that room. It looks like there's a few areas where the dust hasn't settled recently. Also, by the way, since you had really good investigation earlier, this bed hasn't been slept in a couple weeks either.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I?
But it looks like the room was left voluntarily. There's no sense of violence in here.
What's
Can I tell that Gilbert's been through here?
Oh yeah, you knew he was through here already because you knew he went through the dome. Oh wait, no, you did. You
He
didn't.
wouldn't.
I do. I would
Give-
know.
Yeah. So Nova suspects. Give me an insight check, Lilith.
Okay.
Just because I like throwing checks at Lilith that aren't maybe her strongest.
Yeah. This is not going to be good.
Fantastic.
14.
14. Dude, maybe somebody's stealing things around here, but you don't know who.
Hey, look, it's the tunnel that Gilbert went through.
did we talk about that statue that's in front of me in that room?
That's a spiritual weapon.
My spiritual
Oh,
weapon.
Which at
okay.
this point disappears.
I'm also going to share with the party what I saw right
As
before-
Magrum is inspecting it carefully.
What the hell?
Oof. Sorry, what was that, Lilith?
Oh, I'm gonna let the party know. I think that there was an abduction or something that happened here. Right before my spell went off, I saw the room was trashed and it looked like there were drag marks leading towards here.
Stairway to the attic.
Over to the stairway.
There
So-
you go.
We have a hostage situation.
Oh.
And the stairway is destroyed, you said earlier, right?
No, the stairway is not destroyed. The stone steps are fine. The two wooden doors are not.
Well,
Actually, the two plaster and lath secret doors are not. So even less staying power than wood.
hold
So
on.
there is a passageway up to the attic that is clogged with cobwebs.
Did we explore the room to Magrum's left?
That's the one with the crib. The other room looks like a balcony.
Yeah, I checked. I checked all those rooms.
There's a balcony. There is a room with a crib. There is a bathroom, which has
Yeah.
a bath. Does not have a toilet. As
Looks-
we discussed maybe previously, chamber
A
pots
chamber
are all the
pot?
rage.
Yep.
Yes.
chamber.
And you
It looks like a little wooden chamber
and
pot.
you keep
That's
and
cute.
you no, that's not the chamber pot. You keep your chamber pot in your chamber.
Oh, that's right. Then what is that?
That is
I think it's a sink.
That is where you draw water.
Wash bucket.
And then there's a stove for
Ah.
heating it to put it in the bath.
Oh, okay, that's what that is. Okay, all right.
That's the room to the left of me, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yes.
for any of us who haven't been thankful for hot water heaters recently, that room is hot water heater and tub. Yeah.
Before we go any further, because we didn't get the chance to do this before, Lilith, I want you to prove that you are who you say you are. So you need to answer a question that only someone of this party would be able to answer. What is Magram like?
Animals?
Okay, we're good to go.
No, he loves animals.
Yep. All right, you pass. Let's go.
He likes Pooh Bear.
And what do I hate?
Moles and things that don't have eyes.
Oh, it's her. Trust me.
All right.
The second question was a lot smarter since Magram tells everybody that he likes animals.
Oh my God, I love it.
It's like a piece of lore in the universe that Magram likes animals.
Well, look,
Oh man, I love it.
That's why I was specific.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Sal is not an interrogator. All right.
Also true. Not the bastard executioner.
No.
I want to send the hyena up the stairs first.
Hyena up the stairs first. Where is the hyena? Hyena up the stairs. All right.
It's got a higher passive perception than
I can't grab it on that screen. I need to grab it on this screen. And the hyena sees. Oh, no.
It's got
Only on Tuesdays.
Hyena sees a room like so. There are doors into multiple rooms off of this one.
I'm going to be looking expectantly at Magram.
Oh, sorry.
Because
there we go.
I'm assuming that he can communicate telepathically with the hyena.
Nope.
Well, Sal is assuming that.
I'm watching its tail. Honestly, is it up or is it down? That's what I'm looking at.
It's kind of neutral. It's like I'm bored. What's going on here?
I have a feeling he's like sulky, like stalking like a cat to some degree. And then we'll see if he turns around or if his tail does something crazy.
He's just kind of looking back and forth. You can tell that.
All right, I'm gonna sneak up behind him.
Well, I am sending my book through and I'm looking up.
There's the rest of the stairway that continues on, by the way. So there you go. That's where it connects.
Yep. Cool.
I've yet to
Loving
break out
this fog of war.
I've yet to break out Betty, so I'm gonna have Betty pop out on my shoulder, my owl, and just have her chill with me because things have been a little too crazy for me to bring her out. So now that the dust is kind of settled, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Does the hyena sniff anything with his passive perception in any direction?
Do you have speak with animals?
No.
I have it as a ritual.
I mean, he doesn't act like he notices anything in any of the rooms.
All right, I'll gently push him forward, just straight.
Oh shit! I don't have my letters, numbers here. Luckily, I remember whose is whose. Okay.
You poke it with your trident.
No, I was thinking about that, but I don't want him to.
Go on, get.
Yeah, it just says that it's friendly to you and your allies.
Oh wait, we decided.
Yeah, right.
You can command it, but yeah, it doesn't actually have any way of communicating.
Yep, it's fine though. We got a connection. I'm watching the tail.
Yep.
I mean, that is a pretty good way of telling what it's thinking.
It sniffs around a little bit, and seems to hit somewhat on this door.
I'll turn around and I'll do like random hand signals that to me mean something that probably look like I'm having a seizure, and
Hold on,
and then I'll go like this.
I rolled a 7 on my insight. I have no idea what he's saying.
Magram is having a seizure. Yes. He obviously was affected by something in this house, and apparently you should have checked for traps more thoroughly before letting Magrum walk around in here. He obviously has the poison condition.
All right, since no one stops me, I turn around and I get up next to the hyena to the door I think he's interested in.
Well,
Backs off so you can go through.
I was going to ask Megan what the hell he's doing, and if we need to check him to make sure he's not an imposter as well.
Oh my God, we're just
Misunderstanding, Magrum. I'm going to.
Sorry, go ahead, Max.
Going to misunderstand Magrum and take the batting ram out and break this door.
All right.
holy cow.
I believe that's just a strength check, correct?
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check.
It's impossible to keep track of 2 barbarians.
Hey, I have done a one shot with 5 barbarians.
Oh my God, that would be magical.
It was amazing.
I
Oh
want to set one up like that.
God, I'll break mankind back out.
25.
With the 25, you break down the door. Hold on a moment.
Break down everything.
I think he just meant the door that was leading up to the attic, not the door that
Correct.
Magrum is at.
Oh, that door was already open, Max.
Yes.
Now it's more open.
Okay, it is permanently open. And you collect.
I feel so proud of the use that battering ram is getting.
You collect 3 more sticks, Max.
I mean, I'm going to assume
it's a sunroom now.
I'm going to assume from Max's perspective, it's like one of the best sticks he's ever had.
That was the whole point.
It's also technically Lil's first time seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Does Lilith still have detect magic up, or is that right now?
I'd say it's still up at the moment.
Yeah.
It's probably getting pretty close to being done, but yeah,
Can she tell?
That's 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So, assuming that the coast is clear because no one's screaming, I'm gonna walk up and see if I sense anything in any direction.
Same. I'm locked. I'm staying right next to her because I'm still worried about her. So I'm going to stay as close as I can to her. So, all right. Just letting you know for future.
Wait, where is Nova?
Yeah.
Did Nova get sucked into the fog of war?
No, I moved myself over, didn't
I?
You might have trapped yourself in the fog.
Yeah, I just did it to myself.
Yeah.
And now I can't.
Yep.
And now I can't see myself.
Oh, I see him.
I see him.
There he is.
Yeah.
Could you grab Sal as well, please?
Where's Sal?
North.
Yeah.
Oh, you dropped yourself in a room you haven't seen yet. Yep. Okay,
Yes.
that'll do it.
Because on my phone, for me to move, I have to go to the link that you sent us.
Yeah.
To move myself, I can't.
You can just tell us where you want to go.
Just go ahead and just tell us where you want to go. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. That's why I got lost in the abyss.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure I was showing this on Zoom as well, because it makes sense for you guys not to have the VTT up, because we play every week without you having some special app running, except maybe your character sheet.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes.
So what are we doing, guys? There's a door to the north of you, Magrum. There are a couple other doors at the end of that hallway. There's a door to the south.
I want to put my ear to the door the hyena was interested in.
As you're doing that, Lilith, you notice that there is a faint glowing of some sort of magic in that room. You can't quite tell what. Maybe.
Can I tell this?
It's probably necromancy.
Okay.
Magrum, that door too.
And Magrum, you don't hear anything beyond that door.
Can I
actually give me a perception check?
Can I ritually cast detect good and evil?
That would be 10 minutes.
That's a nat 20 plus 1, 21.
You don't hear anything on the other side of that door.
I'll look back at Max and I'll put my hands up. Because I said check for magic downstairs, I will look at one of our magic people and say, magic?
Can I tell if there's anything?
Well, you're
Bad
just
behind the door?
you're just starting the ritual at this
Oh,
point.
okay.
Yep.
Well, I'll let him know I sensed something smaller but magic in there. And
necromancy, yes.
yeah, that I think is necromancy.
Hmm.
And I'm also gonna walk over towards these other rooms and see if I sense anything magic in there.
You do not.
No. Okay.
Do we know? Okay, so we just went up the stairs to the right. Magram wouldn't be smart enough to think about this. I was thinking, could I infer what the layout of this floor would be from the layout below? Magram wouldn't be able to do that, so
No.
never mind.
Could I?
Oh, Lilith, yeah, you got a whole map running in your head. There's probably a room, or actually two rooms, since you see two doors to the north. There are at least two rooms to the south.
Does she already have advantage? Do you already have
I'm
advantage
trying
on
to
this stuff?
here. Let me double check and make sure that you can see the doors, because I'm thinking you can't right now. There's a door here, down by Nova. There's a door here right next to Magram, and then there's two doors, 1, 2, over there. Oh, and there's another door up here. Sorry.
Are there any windows in the space we're in?
There's a couple of small windows on the stairway or at the top of the stairway, looking out the side of the house, but they're like just to let some light in.
They didn't get blown out by a fireball recently?
No. The fireball,
Grab the
it didn't
stuff.
blow out that much. The radiant thing saved some of it, but also the low amount of damage, which, by the way, that is expired, so I should get rid of it.
Since Lilith warned me, I'm going to step back and let someone else do something.
Okay.
Well, Willie is casting that spell, so I'm gonna tell Max to not use the stick for the moment, until Willie's done with his spell. So
Max, does that affect what you do?
Seeing him do it, I'm going to start ritual on my own. The speak with animals.
Okay, you're going to start casting Speak with Animals. Yeah, you're not raging, so you can cast a spell.
Yep.
All right. I'll rule that everybody's going to be patient.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So 10 minutes go by. Willie gets Detect Evil and Good up. And there is nothing that is not behind full cover. That is what is, let's see, Detect Evil and Good. That is Faithine, Celestial Undead, right?
Yes.
Yes.
There is nothing that is one of those things that is not behind full cover.
So it says the spell is blocked by 1 foot of stone, dirt, or wood. So unless it's
the place is mostly made of stone, but
is it a full foot?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's a pretty primitive construction, but I would say through the doors.
I'd be by the door.
You can
close to the door.
You can attempt to use it through the doors. They don't block it fully, but there is no Faithine Celestial Undead through the doors.
I can tell. Okay.
All right, what do you smell in that room?
The hyena says to you, people
in there.
Yeah, people.
You gonna go play with them?
So, since we're not raging anymore, no. Is it once a day? My little travel thing? I think it is.
The hyena looks like it likes your idea, Max.
Right.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
What did the hyena say, Max?
So we're gonna go play with the people in here.
Okay.
Opens the door.
So you're
Door
opening the door
is
to the
unlocked.
attic? To the attic,
Oh,
correct?
No,
Is
no,
that where
to the door to the north that
Okay.
Salvatore is in front of. So Max steps
Okay.
over here, just
Okay.
opens the door, and I will hit my
Okay.
little fog of war eraser.
You said it was locked, though.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Oh,
still got a D10, Max?
And 3 priests of Ossibus are waiting for you in there. Roll initiative.
Fuck yeah.
Do we want to do that with a few minutes left? I mean, the fight could go quickly if we just do our turns quickly, depending on how tough these guys are. Ooh.
You guys have fought them before. Do you remember the key?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
We'll be a little hand wavy on this one. Let's not bother with the whole initiative thing. But yes, you guys remember these guys? You fought them before. What's
Fuck
the key?
Yeah.
You gotta attack the tattoos once they're down.
Yes.
Correct.
That incapacitated thing.
So let's just do this. Everybody take 5 points of damage. Spellcasters burn a slot of your choice as you judge you would have used during this combat.
Ooh, okay.
We still got your temp, right, Sal?
Yep.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have actually lost any hit points. It would have just burned into the
Burn
temps.
some temp. Okay.
Yep, good point. But yeah, magic
Okay.
users, please burn a spell slot of appropriate level. So Willie, you probably cast spiritual weapon.
Yep.
Lilith, you probably cast something. Maybe good, maybe not. That's up to you.
I suppose it would make sense for me to also burn my action surge because I know these things can paralyze, so I 100% would have used that my first turn.
Okay. Yep.
Do that
Keep
one.
it fair.
Or guiding bolt.
And the guiding
I've
bolt.
used some big spells, so let me see.
I mean, you guys have had a lot of combat encounters since your last long rest, so I mean, it's fair.
Yeah.
So just to see let's see where they would have ended up with totally random. Let's see. Select. Come on, select now. There we go. And also here.
Yeah.
And let's see where they would have ended up. No, that's not what I wanted. No, 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 no. Pause. You can't see this for a minute.
So we're picking a spell that we would have used in combat, and we're going to be rolling damage. Is that what we're doing?
No, no, you're just burning that
Oh.
slot.
Turn one.
No, we're
Okay.
hand waving away the combat, and
Okay.
everybody took a little bit of damage.
Okay.
Which
Fair
honestly wasn't
Fair
enough, but yeah.
We're burning some resources.
Yep. I hadn't casted a fireball yet, so I would definitely do a fireball. So that's a third.
And blow out the
Yeah,
roof
you
of the
guys
building.
you guys lucked out. The priests of Ossibus rolled a 12 for their initiative. So
Essentially,
they wouldn't have
before
gone
me.
it wouldn't have gone terribly well.
Yeah, I rolled a 21, so
And
I have been rolling fucking killer. I love it.
just to fill in,
And probably, Sal, would you have burned any actual superiority dice?
I spent one because
Okay, that's fair.
So just to fill Lilith and Nova in, because I believe they were not present for this fight that we had with them before. They have swords that don't do a ton of damage, but if you get hit by it, I believe you don't even get a save, and you get paralyzed until the priest's next turn. Also, whenever you kill them,
The end of their next turn.
the end of their next turn, yes. And
Ooh.
whenever you kill them, they have a bunch of magic tattoos on them that you have to deal 15 points of damage to, and if you don't, then there is a chance, or they have eventually they resurrect, and you keep killing them until you destroy the tattoos.
And
It's a good thing. It's
so
a good thing Nova's. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
the other thing you may not have fully noticed yet is that they start gaining more powers as they resurrect each time too.
I wasn't sure if that was the case.
Yeah, so they start getting more powerful as they go too. So yeah, if they
They-
resurrect 2 or 3
Ooh.
times, it's bad.
Oh shit!
I would have triggered rage, so that would have dropped.
Yep,
Speak
burn a
with Animal.
rage for both of the barbarians. That's fair. You guys both would have burned a rage for sure.
That would have dropped speak with animals.
Oh, yes. It
I-
also would have dropped your speak with animals.
I know I asked this last time, but do we have any concept of like the day passing?
Oh, right,
Or is-
because
That's
Or
what
dawn.
It seems like you've been in here for days at this point. You're
So
not
time-
sure how long it's actually been, but it feels like
time's
a long
wibbly
time.
wobbly. Wibbly
Time is
wobbly. huh?
wibbly wobbly. Yes.
Would
Yeah.
I know how long they had been here before I got here?
They were here for. No, actually, wouldn't you were unconscious. And you only got a rough idea from Allura. Sorry, not Allura.
Lester.
Elestrial. Sorry, wrong universe. Yeah, Ms. Vysorid, what are you doing here?
Yeah, no, she just pops up out
I
of
thought
nowhere.
you were talking
Thank
about
you.
Voltron.
No.
She's
Anyway,
kind of like that.
but yeah, as far as so yeah, you guys have defeated the priest of Osibos. We're not going to bother with the whole combat. But you are at least an hour behind when they left.
Okay.
And I'm also going to
for
take
those
a
of you
bardic
inside the
inspiration
house,
off.
it's good idea. But yeah, for those of you inside the house, it's been somewhere between 2 and 6 hours since you entered this house.
Hey,
Okay.
Very fuzzy.
hey, Magrum, you roll 3d6 for the temp HP every turn you rage, right?
Yeah.
Can you roll that for me after the fight?
It goes
Like,
away
wait.
after his rage ends.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, you could have it though.
Never mind.
So,
okay.
for the attic floor, you guys find in this room most valuable thing in this entire house, which is a dollhouse
Already gone.
Oh, shit, yeah.
that contains an exact replica of the entire house, which lets you validate that you have not missed anything except the spiral staircase that leads down to locations unknown. There's also a very small trap door in the corner of this room. This room on the first floor. The one with the wolves in it. So it is a perfectly accurate replica of the house. And something apparently is underneath. Guest bedroom, room with a whole bunch of covered furniture, another guest bedroom. So not a lot more interesting up here once you've completed investigating the attic. Also another little balcony up here.
Are there people,
That's a window over a gable.
Are there people represented in the dollhouse? Dolls?
No, there are no dolls.
Not of the kids, the two kids?
No.
Okay.
Left the house.
Hmm.
No voodoo dolls.
So
Well, I was kind of curious.
Honestly, I would have loved this now that I've thought of it, but it doesn't exist. There are no little dolls of you all either.
Damn it! Damn it! That's what I was gonna do a perception
That would have
check to see
been
if there's
great.
anything.
I
My god!
I may have missed, Rich. Did you say that we like effectively searched the whole upstairs?
Yes, you guys
Okay.
were able to search the upstairs, and that's the
uh,
children's room that you found the dollhouse in.
Okay, and what about like the skeletons that are on the floor, or is that just debris?
I'm gonna say that's debris.
Okay,
How
does
big
it
is
look?
the dollhouse?
It's not detailed in the description. The dollhouse is pretty large. It's about 3 feet tall.
Is it big
Highly
enough for me to
detailed.
put in my bag of holding? Or small enough for me to put in my bag of holding?
Roll me a d20.
Do I add anything or just a 20?
20.
Is it sturdy enough?
It's sturdy enough. It's well made.
13.
With the 13, it takes some time, probably 15 minutes, but you manage to, like, bit by bit, kind of scoot it over the edges of it as it's just the size of the opening of your bag of holding, and you are able to take the dollhouse with you.
Okay, fantastic.
Probably also going to take a few minutes if you need to get it out.
That's fine.
And that would
I'll wait till we get in the mansion, and then I'll try to deconstruct it.
drop our rage as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, by the time you guys are probably done exploring around here after the fight, rage is going to be gone as well. Yeah, it has to be burned in order for the handwave fight to happen.
Nova, is there a particular reason you're taking this dollhouse?
I just want it.
Okay,
It is a really freaking cool dollhouse.
we're just stealing from children now. Okay.
Can I
They
tell
can make another one.
from having looked at the dollhouse where, like, how to access the spiral staircase that goes down?
You get a good idea. You go over there, you investigate, you find a hidden panel that allows you to open up this spiral staircase that goes down, and it is very small. It fits, this entire spiral staircase fits within a 5 foot by 5 foot space.
Oh.
So it is, you can't see down to see how far it goes, but especially Lilith with her spatial reasoning as she's come up intuits that it probably, actually I can go ahead and remove more fog of war.
And also, I would
On the second floor, on the third floor, down on the second floor and first floor, that space was inaccessible, but also there. So it goes below the first floor.
Okay.
And you also note the trapdoor that goes below the first floor. So, when we reconvene next week, wow, within 1 minute of 10 p.m. Perfect. When we reconvene next week, think about which direction your character would be recommending that you all go. The hyena and the axe beak are not making it down either of these. You're going to have new balls to throw, Magram, if you want to bring new animals.
Well, that kind of gets back to my question of time passing, but
so how long do they remain present?
It doesn't say they go away, but my bag recharges
every dawn,
every day.
Is it? What's the language on it? This is going to matter.
It is at dawn. Yes.
Is it at dawn?
I believe so.
Okay. It has not. You have not yet seen dawn here.
Right.
So, are we going to have any kind of rest, or what we're doing anything, or?
We could potentially do a short rest.
Otherwise, I say I could ritually cast Prayer of Healing.
I'm
good. I'm good. I'm still in the temporary hit points.
Okay.
That's not a ritual, but it does it does take 10 minutes to cast, but it does give us a short rest, which would be very nice for me.
Yes. If anybody needed something like that.
Bill, that would help you out with your inspirations as well, right?
Oh yeah, it would. Yes, it would. Yes, because I only got one. I only have one left because I burned my fourth one whenever we simulated the fight.
Yeah, that would actually be a very nice spell for you to cast while Nova's.
No, actually, I'm out. I'm actually out because the fourth one I gave was to Willie. So I am out. I'm out of Bardic Inspirations now. So that would be great to do that.
Let's take a short rest.
Yeah.
All right. So you take a 10-minute long short rest because of Willie. That's a second level spell slot. Is it correct?
That would be.
Or is it a channel?
It's a second level.
Okay.
It does only hit 5 people though, so one person is going to have to sit out.
Is there anybody that does not need it?
I do not.
I was going to say because she doesn't have anything that regenerates on a short rest. Do you?
Her arcane recovery.
Yeah, that would be arcane recovery. Would be.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I don't necessarily need it. I mean,
well,
but you get your rages. You'll get your rages.
Just to throw it
back
out there as a peanut gallery member, because this is, I shouldn't be expressing an opinion. Willie, do you have anything that recharges on a short rest that you've used?
Oh,
it's just Channel Divinity for clerics.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you haven't used any of those.
I haven't used any of it yet.
So you could do the other 5 members of your party.
Yeah, that would work. That would work.
I'm far too helpful to DM some days.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good because it's like I I should have known that because I just got done playing a cleric. I should have known that. So,
Well, and
Yeah.
back to the rages, I have the ability, like once a long rest, to like reset my rages.
Yeah, get all 5 of them back.
And anybody gets 14 hit points back that needs it.
okay.
I would also say Sal's able to dance amongst you and rally you all up to your 15 temp HP again.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
So
Oh.
we are short resting then.
You're getting a short rest in 10-minute period.
Okay.
Willie is not, but it's not going to affect him because he doesn't have any healing he needs to do.
Okay.
And next week we delve into regions unknown inside.
Oh shit, yeah. So you're gonna give us are we gonna get a rundown of what we got tonight? Because I didn't write anything down.
Yeah,
So maybe we can discuss it next week.
There were
That's fine,
3
too.
scrolls. Besides that,
Yeah.
there was some
Right.
dollar value stuff, but the 3 scrolls were the only magic items.
Okay. That's all I was.
Did
that's the only thing
anybody
I had
write
written
down the scrolls?
I got scroll love, scroll love, scroll love, and that was it.
It's blessed. It's
Blessed was one, yeah, I remember that.
Bless,
One and spiritual weapon.
protection from poison, and
spiritual weapon. Yeah.
Nathan, you kill me sometimes. Thank you.
And protection from evil, right?
Nope. It
Protect-
was protection from poison,
From poison. God damn it.
which was ironic because it was in a chest with a poison trap.
Yeah, I think. Oh, let me double check. I know I can both. Yeah. Cool. All right.
It's like a scroll that protects you from the chest it was in. Anyway, only half of us are old enough to get that really bad reference, assuming the musical quality was good enough to get us there. With that, guys, I know we had storms. I know we weren't able to get together in person. I really enjoyed playing virtual with y'all. This worked out, honestly, as well as I could have expected. Hopefully y'all had a good time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll be able to turn this into a recording for our friends on the internet.
Yeah.
And also for the us's of a week from now who hardly remember what the hell we went through. So thank you everyone for joining, and have yourselves a wonderful week. If you're going to get out to Daikon, I'm running Eberron, so I'd be happy to see anybody who's out there. Otherwise, see you guys next week.